I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit today because everybody's gonna be like, "Yo, what happened to the beard?" So I already know that's gonna happen. So I'm not too, not too surprised or not too concerned. I'll say it's been a couple of years since I've gone without a beard. So I know a lot of people are gonna freak out and be like, "Damn, it must be his cousin or something." No, it's me. Still me. Just decided to cut my hair for a bit. The beard at least. Yeah. Just the beard, just the beard, just cut the beard. Did a little cutting of the hair. That's about it. Nothing drastic, nothing crazy. Um, but it's just like it's interesting looking at this stuff because it's just like today alone, there's been a bunch of news coming out. Uh, so the supposed trade deals we had with the supposed trade deals we had with Canada are now off the table completely. So there's no trade deals with Canada because Canada decided to use one of our own American videos, one of our own American concepts against us. Um, so Canada decided to use one of Ronald Reagan's old speeches, and he tried to use that basically. Canada tried to use that as part of it, just to basically like highlight the fact that how it says tariffs do not work. And basically, this was done in 1987 by Ronald Reagan. Mind you, Ronald Reagan was also the one that introduced Reaganomics, or the trickle down stupidity that most people still believe. Um, so it's interesting that it's just like Canada used something. So we both said, yeah. It's been like a couple of years, Vegas. It's been a couple of years since I shaved. I haven't. It feels weird. My kids was just like, what the. So yeah, definitely I've just shaved it. But yeah, it's interesting because the thing is it's just like most people, Republicans always like to go back to Reagan. They always like to use Reagan as a point of emphasis, a point of basis. And then to see that Ronald Reagan had a speech written out that he basically said saying that tariffs don't work in the long run. Now, tariffs do work in the short run, which is what it says. But the thing is he explains it in that speech. And the thing is words of first Bueller day off. He says it they say it themselves. It's just like tariffs do work in a limited basis. Tariffs work if you're actually working on the industry that you are tariffing. That's the thing that's a concept that most people don't understand. It does work if you're putting tariffs on a specific industry. So like let's say the semiconductor, which is basically ran by the Taiwan semiconductor thing. If you put tariffs on them, then it restricts them from coming in here and they have to do something about it. The problem is that we as Americans would have to build that infrastructure, build and develop that industry to be able to compete with them. We don't have anything like that right now. That would take decades for us to catch up to a corporation that's been doing this overseas for decades, literally. So that's why it's the big emphasis on tariffs work in a small fraction, but it takes time to fix it. China did the same thing with tariffs. They did the same thing when it came to making vehicles. They have tariffs also, but the thing is what they did was they used those tariffs that were put on countries going to build in their stuff, but they used that as an excuse to basically learn the technology that these companies were coming into the country with. So literally everybody going into China was being tariffed, but China was just like, yo, if you gonna do this, we're gonna charge you, but we're not gonna charge you if you use one of our companies to build it. So literally, China was just like, yeah, we'll let you come into our country to build for cheaper, but it's gonna be built cheaper, but through our corporations. And at the same time, China wanted to be slick. And what China wanted to do was basically China was just like, you know what? We gonna learn all the shit these people got. We gonna steal some of the shit they got. We gonna steal some of the technology they got. That's what China did. China wasn't stupid. It's just like, yo, we gonna build it for cheap. We gonna make something out of it. So we gonna steal most of your fucking proprietary fucking knowledge and all this stuff, and we gonna steal it. And then we gonna start building it. We already using our factories to build the stuff. Now we could just duplicate our factory because we got the people. They got 1 billion people over there. We got a third of the amount of people they have. They got the resources to build another facility the same way, use the technology that they now stole and learned from somebody else. That's what it is. They basically bootlegged everything that we had, but then they call it their own and made their own shit. That's why with the electric vehicles that BYD is doing so well. Because what Tesla was building over there, everybody else wanted to build their electric shit over in China because they had the fucking resources. It was cheaper to build there. So China decided, you know what, we're going to bootleg the shit that you got. You want to make EVs? You going to build them in our facilities? Cool. We ain't got no problem with that. But we're going to take your technology and then we're going to make our own facility, change the name up, use the shit, refine it to how it works better for us, and then we got the same fucking shit. They've been bootlegging shit since day one. It was just like if you go on Amazon, if you look on TikTok, what they doing? Bootlegging. It hasn't changed. China been doing this consistently. They've been bootlegging the whole fucking time. Look on Amazon. Amazon used to be a lot more American made, a lot more US made shit. And then they figured, damn, China just bootlegging this shit anyway. And they selling it for cheaper. Look at TikTok. You could go on TikTok, find something you want to buy on TikTok, and then go on Amazon, search for it there. Where are you going to find it for cheaper? You're going to find it for cheaper in TikTok. And it's even going to be even cheaper because TikTok will decide to give you like a coupon or something. Be like, hey, use this. If you buy like $30 worth of shit, we'll give you $5 or $15 off. So now you're getting something already at a discounted price through TikTok because it's made in China. And then they're putting on another coupon on top of that. Amazon don't do that. Yeah, they were always Amazon made, but the thing is it wasn't as impactful as it is now where everything is just Chinese. You go and search for anything in Amazon, there's not even a fucking glimpse of anything that isn't from a Chinese factory. Before, it used to show other shit. Now it's literally TikTok, same shit on there. Like one of the biggest things I noticed, the fucking the memory the SSD card, not the SD, the M2 cards, basically the fucking storage for your PS4, PS5, or for your computer. The main one that's being sold on TikTok right now is the best seller or the recommended seller on Amazon. But on Amazon, you're going to pay the actual price for it, while on TikTok, you're going to pay less. But that's the thing. That's how the tariffs work. The tariffs work that the Chinese did that. Yo, bro, get it off of TikTok. It's the same fucking shit. Them shits is actually decent quality. And it's cheaper. You get a coupon on TikTok. Purchase it off of TikTok. Why are you going to go to Best Buy or some shit like that and buy the same shit that's going to do the same thing? It may not be the biggest name brand, but it does the exact same thing. Ain't no point. Ain't no point in spending all the extra money on the name brand shit because you know it's name brand. But the thing is that's the difference. Sometimes with the name brand stuff, you get what you pay for. But yeah, that's what you got to do. You search for it on Amazon, see what got the best reviews. Because the thing is on Amazon, you're going to find the reviews. You're going to find the reviews of the shit. And then you're going to be like, oh, damn, this shit got almost a 5 fucking star review. Well, might as well see if they got it on TikTok. Boom, they got it on TikTok and it got a coupon. And you know how some people be selling the shit and then when they're selling it, it comes out even cheaper because if you click on their link, they have another fucking code or some shit on top of that. It's the same shit. You can use Amazon as the fucking review, because you know some people when they go shopping, it's just like I gotta see the reviews on this, what people say, you know, questions that they might have asked and shit like that. Go on Amazon and look at the reviews. Because the thing is what happens with Amazon is that Amazon has main sellers that they sell it to, or they just join all these sellers together and they sell it at the price that they know TikTok will sell it at. TikTok, the only difference is that you're going to have every single motherfucking corporation or company that makes them shits available. So that's why it's difficult, because you could go and try to buy off of something that has like 2 reviews and you might be like, yo, bro, this might be a scam. So that's the only thing. But if you see the quality of the stuff and then you look at it, it's like, damn, this shit almost got 5-star reviews, and it got like 20,000 fucking reviews, and that shit is almost at 5. The SSDs, the internal SSDs. And you do it that way, it's simple. You just making it, you getting the shit for cheaper. Go on Amazon, verify whatever. I'm talking about any product. It could be any product. It could be the M.2. It could be shit like the bread makers, all the fucking everything on TikTok. Go on Amazon, verify what it is, verify the quality, and see the reviews. Just check the reviews. See if it makes sense for you. See if you see all the reviews, because the thing is on Amazon, more people review there than they do on TikTok. A lot of people buy this shit on TikTok. And that's it. Why haven't you been to church? Because I'm not religious. That was an easy answer. But that's why I was like, why go on Amazon and spend almost 15% more and not do it that way? You spend 15% more purchasing it from that. No, the crazy thing is didn't the rapture already pass? I thought we missed the day on the rapture. Was it on Color People time? That's what it was? Because remember, the rapture happened like 3 weeks ago. Wasn't it like 3 weeks ago? That shit was 3 weeks ago. The rapture happened 3 weeks ago and we missed it. I guess nobody was being saved because nobody left it up, I guess, but it's all right. But that's the thing. If you're doing that, go to Amazon, look at the reviews, and see what it is. Because the thing is you see a lot of people, a lot of the stuff, the ones that you see the most videos for is crazy. Because you see all those videos. You see all the videos of people. I've never seen that one before. Drink coffee magic. I did have my coffee today. That's crazy. He just like that, exactly, James. That shit happened like weeks ago. My man was lost. But that's the thing. Look at TikTok. Look at whatever you buying. Go look at it on Amazon. Look at the pricing. Look at the reviews. If it says the shit is shit, then you know, okay, maybe I don't buy this. But a lot of the stuff that's on there, it's already being sold and is there. So just put it like that, and you just you saving money, because on TikTok is gonna be a coupon where Amazon is not gonna give you a coupon. I haven't seen Amazon. Sometimes we'll give you like $15 off or some shit like that. Like if you click on this, I was like, bro, if you're gonna give me the 15% off, just give me the 15% off. Like the fuck I gotta click on some shit for? It was like, who in their right mind is gonna be like, yo, nah, I'm not clicking on this. I'm not clicking on a 15% discount. Like, come on now. But that's what I'm saying when it comes to the whole tariff thing. It was just like, now we don't want to deal with Canada because Canada used the same information, used the speech that was used by and spoken by Ronald Reagan, an American president, showing how tariffs don't work in the long run. Donald Trump got mad and said we ain't doing no deals with them. You know what that is? Donald Trump got mad that Canada used a video that was made by an American president to highlight how tariffs don't work, and Donald Trump got mad. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then you got him breaking down, the East Wing. The truth hurts. The lack of... We'll do, Monica. We'll do. I saw, yeah, you seen the video. You see the video of Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan is making it out there. Ronald Reagan is showing you that it's not working. It's not working. It was like the whole purpose is to help. You know what's funny? It's all these cattle ranchers now talking about they're actually making some decent money because they raised the prices on beef. But now they want to import Argentina beef to bring the price down. So literally what you're doing is you're going to screw over our cattle farmers, which I don't give a fuck at the same time because they voted for the shit. So good for them. But you're going to screw them over to bring in more beef, to make it more competitive so that people will buy Argentina's beef more because it's going to be cheaper than actually buying the American fucking cattle farms we have here. And this is my thought process to it all. My thought process to it all is to eliminate our cattle farmers here. That's what I think they're going after. They're trying to get rid of all the cattle farmers. They're trying to get rid of all the soybean farmers. They're trying to get rid of all the farmers. Nah, Argentina got some great beef. If you go outside of the US and you eat Argentinian beef, that shit is actually good fucking meat. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That shit is actually good meat. That shit is good. It's good beef. Argentina has some of the best beef besides what we have. And they don't have all the fucking hormones and all the shit that gets pumped into them like we do here. Because here they'll pump hormones to make the shit go faster. He said, my bad, I do look different. I cut the beard. I know y'all gonna give me shit for it. I know. She's like, is this the same guy I used to watch? But yeah, that's the thing. I think the whole thing of it is to remove cattle farmers. To remove the cattle farmers, remove them soybean farmers, remove that farmland. Because what do we have in the US? What do we have the most abundant land of? Thank you, Monica. Appreciate it. It was just like, we have nothing but fucking land. I live in Kansas. Have y'all ever been to Kansas? Have you ever been to Nebraska? Have y'all ever been to Oklahoma? Have you seen all the fucking land that is reserved for cattle? Have y'all seen? If you go, look, I'll tell you this, you can get on the I-70 and drive west. And you're going to go across, and to your left is going to be nothing but fucking land. To your right, nothing but fucking land. And you're going to look at it and you're going to be like, holy shit, this is a lot of fucking land. You don't even know how much land we fucking have till you actually witness it yourself. And then all you see is fucking cows. All you see is beef. That's all you fucking see. Left and right, all this fucking land, and then you see the occasional cows. Now, imagine you were to take all that fucking land and make it real estate. That's acres and acres of real estate that nobody gets to use, nobody gets to touch, nobody gets to drill on, nobody gets to fucking go around. Why? Because it's privately owned land by those farmers. Those farmers own that land. That land has been owned by those farmers for, like they like to say, generations upon generations upon generations. Now, if they don't have the ability to continue that generations to generations, that means that once they start selling a lot of that land, because they can't afford it or they can't live it on anymore, that means that that land is open to development. Imagine all these data centers, right? You see all these data centers that are coming up, all Amazon, everybody's like, we want to have, exactly, we have empty property lands about to get my son out. But that's the thing. That's the easiest way to do it. Because the thing is if you get rid of all this farmland and you start importing beef from somewhere else, because that's the thing. It was just like, we're the U.S. Look how easily we just bailed out Argentina. It was your. I know I'm gonna get that the whole fucking life. Where's your beard? I cut it. It's been a couple of years. I wanted to do it, and it's gonna go with my Halloween costume. Y'all see my Halloween costume on Halloween. Y'all understand why I cut the beard. It'll grow back because you know it's no shave November after that. So don't worry, it'll be back. but but that's the thing. It's just like it's a lot of land. People don't understand the amount of land that's out in the Midwest, and a lot of this is just owned by these farmers. Like you see the amount of land that these cattle have to like just roam and go across. It was like there's nothing but fucking open land. You see land till you run out of eyesight. You there's no visibility and it's just land that you were just witnessing the whole fucking time. Go into anywhere in the Midwest and stand somewhere. Like I said, you can get on the I-70 on the highway, and you can, if you find a rest area or a stop, and all you see is land. Oh yeah, definitely that it was stolen. Definitely that it was taken, because that land would belong to somebody else. They just pushed Native Americans into reservations. But that land is just there. Now, if you go into a problem and you have farmers that are running out of money, don't have the resources to pay for all that land, don't have the resources to pay for equipment, don't have for the resources to pay for the equipment to like cut the grass and keep feeding them cows, it goes for sale for cheap. Like Vegas said, it goes for sale for cheap. It's gonna be way cheaper to purchase because you know it's not gonna have that damn high price tag. Because the thing is they're gonna have to sell because they ain't gonna have the money to take care of it. So now that you have to sell it, that means it's gonna be out there for the cheap. And these corporations will buy it up. And what can they do? Oh shit, Tesla needs a new fucking data center. Well, let's throw it in the middle of butt fuck nowhere where there's acres and acres of land, and you can just keep on expanding this corporation as much as you want, and the land is dirt fucking cheap. Yeah, you got to build the resources, the electrical grid and all that shit for it, but they billionaires. They could do that. And what are they going to do anyway? They're going to subsidize it through the fucking state anyway. Yeah, that's what people need to do. Stop letting the corporations buy all the fucking land and everybody put together some money. Hey, you get a loan, I get a loan, we get a loan. We gonna split like fucking 50 acres. You might be in the middle of fucking nowhere, but if you got fucking shit, if you end up with like 20 acres, you living good. You can do a lot with 20 acres. People don't realize how much land that actually fucking is because most people only have a home. If you have your home, you look at the amount of space you take up, it's like point something of an acre. Now imagine putting that shit to 20 acres. But that's the easy way for them to do it. That's why this fucking the country does it that way for a reason. They want to buy out this land because it's free. I'm not saying it's free land, but it's land that has been held by somebody for so long. Why don't you notice that? You notice that all these corporations is buying up land. They buying up real estate because they know at the end of the day, if they purchase it, then they can rent it out, meaning nobody else will be able to buy that. Because the thing is it's a big difference. Like this is the thing that most people don't understand when it comes to like owning your own house. Yes, you pay property tax on it. You will forever pay property tax on it, which is one of the craziest things also. But at the same time, you can pass that house down. You passing that house down is a whole different thing than your kid having to now pay for this home and go through a 30-year mortgage. That's where that generational stuff starts happening. The same thing with them farms. You passing it down. Imagine right now you purchased the house, right? And you paying for the house, right? You paying for the house, and then You seen how that made you have to work differently, had to save differently because you had to make sure to pay the mortgage. Once you paid off the mortgage and it's just paying off the property tax, that's a whole lot of money you earning and keeping. Now imagine you doing that for your kid. If you made it that you saved enough money to pay for their college so they won't have college loans, and now they don't have to worry about purchasing a house. That's two things that you went through that you had to bust your ass to get, but now the next generation don't got to worry about paying for school, and they don't got to worry about paying for that house. You just took away how much debt out of somebody's fucking work process and life process just by doing that. But if you just renting, what are you doing? And I realized that coming from New York City. New York City, all I did was rent. And then I joined the military. And then I saw how cheap it was. And I was just like, damn, what I was paying in rent over here, I'm living in a fucking mansion. You move out west when you were paying $2,500 in rent. People be like, what? $2,500 in rent? It's like, yes, New York City ain't cheap. New York City is not for the weak. Put it like that. New York City is not for the weak. Then go out to the Midwest and just put that your monthly mortgage budget is $2,500. So call. Hey, it's not, if you're gonna buy an apartment and it's gonna be an investment where you know that if you start making enough money, you could just rent it out. That's not bad either. It's not the same as a home, but it's still an investment, Vegas. That's the one thing you got to look at also. It's not the same thing. If you purchase the apartment and you're gonna own it, then from there you can lease it out. Meaning if you decided, you know what? I want to go to Japan, right? I know that me renting this place out, that person is paying the rent, which I already paid for because I paid the apartment off. Now, all that money is just money that's coming to me. I'll just pay the tax on it or whatever. And if I got to fix anything, but the rest of the time, every month, you're just making money that's coming to you and you can just spend it however you want to. It's an investment. And that's why they don't want people buying houses because they seen what it did. Bro, you don't know that, you didn't realize how many people were buying houses when the fucking interest rate was like 2%? 3%. Everybody going crazy. Houses going off the market like crazy because it's like, damn, 2% interest. And now when you tell people that shit is at 8%, they be like, man, fuck that. Imagine it was like 2% and the houses were valued what they were supposed to be valued at. And now it went to 8% and now the houses is valued even more than what they're supposed to be valued. I was like, it's a big difference. That's a big difference. And people just don't understand that, but that's what this administration and these corporations, that's what they want to do. They want to push it so that way it's a difficult time period for people. They want to make it difficult for people. Because the thing is either one, you're going to commit crime, or either two, you're going to move somewhere else. And I've seen how that happens in New York City. In New York City, what happens? Start raising up the prices. You know why? Because most people can't afford it. The people that were affording it were already living paycheck to paycheck. Now, if you keep on raising the prices, that paycheck to paycheck ain't going to work. So that neighborhood that they were good in, now they're moving out of, and somebody else is moving into it that does have the money, and that raises the prices even more. Because the thing is if you were able to pay $2,500 in New York, and you've been there for a while, and then they renovate the whole new apartment, put new electrical appliances, fix up the cabinets, do all this shit, I'm going to charge you $3,500. And now that's going to be the set mark and the base mark for the next people that come in. $3,500. He paying $25, but we charging everybody new $35. I'm making $1,000 extra just off of putting in a couple of new appliances that shit is going to be paid off and depreciated, and you're going to run it as a business cost anyway. But that's the easy thing. That's the easy way of looking at it. But with this administration, that shit ain't going to be easy. They're raising prices. It's like if you have money. What it's looking like in this administration is if you have money, you can get away with it. If you have money in this administration, or if you have money, you can get away with it. If you have the political power and the political maneuverability to pay enough or influence enough, you can get away with it. That's what it is right now. Tell me that's not what it is. If you have the financial means to pay someone off or to influence somebody to change something, you can get away with it. Look at the dude that just got, look, what was it? George Santos just got his shit commuted. Fraud. The Binance creator with the crypto fraud just got pardoned. So if you have enough money to make enough influence, you can get away with this shit. Because the law is going to be on your side. That judge is going to be on your side. The lawyer is definitely going to help you better. There ain't no public defendant. When's the last time you seen a fucking billionaire using a public defendant? What up, Dave? Bro, I did take it back. It's been a while since, like, last time I was like this was going on 3 years. Last time I was in the military. My last video in the military, I think, was the last time I had a beard. All right, didn't have a beard. It was like 3 years ago. Like when I first got out the military and got out. That was just like I got to fucking no shave and anything. Then after that, I've had a beard since. So I decided to cut it off because it's gonna go with my Halloween costume. But we're gonna try like this. But that's what it is. All that rent changing and all that stuff is just like it's to influence people to move out of the areas that they shouldn't be in or they deem you shouldn't be in. This administration is just raising prices on everything because the thing is it makes people move differently. You start moving differently when you don't got the same amount of money doing the same amount of things. You start moving differently. You start thinking, yo, maybe it's time to move somewhere else. You know, I grew up in Manhattan. I lived in Manhattan. But Manhattan getting pricey. I might have to move to Queens or Brooklyn or shit. I might move to Jersey. I might move to Pennsylvania or Connecticut. It was just like, it's cheaper over there. Because these prices is outrageous. And that's how they get people to start moving out. You start raising prices on everything and people can't fucking afford it. Vegas, the thing is, he knows how I look at those things. And I had the long hair too, but my hair was like super long. My hair was like down to my ass type long. I had a full head of hair. It wasn't even like the side. It was like full length shit, but it's just, that's what it is. It is what it is. That's how this administration is going to work it. This administration is going to do it in that way to basically make it so that people have a tough time to support themselves. Look at how it is with the farmers. Look at how it is with people on Medicaid. Look at how it is with people just in general, any kind of situation in that manner where it's difficult for people to make money. It's difficult for people to keep money. And the thing is what people don't realize is now this is the time when you should be investing. Because the thing is the stock market is going up when everybody's broke. The stock market is going to dip because, you know, people are like, yo, who the fuck is this? People ain't even recognizing me, but it's cool. It's still me. This is my alter ego. It's my alter ego. This is the studious one. This is the studious one. Nah, fuck that. I'll still be ignorant if I have to be. Hold on. Keep saying something. Kids is off of school today, so it's just like the kids is off of school today, so I'll be jumping in and out here and there because you gotta take care of the kids. They got the day off, so it's different now. How school be different now. Cause like people be getting days off. Like the kids be getting the days off now. Like when they got like parent teacher conference, they be having the day. Like Dan, you remember Aventura then? Nah. It's blasphemy to say this, but they used to call me Black Jesus. Cause I literally had my hair like straightened out, down, like past my shoulders. People, yeah. I still gotta find that picture. I'm gonna put that picture up for y'all. Let me see if I can find that shit. Cruz with braids. I gotta find where that shit is at. I know it's somewhere in it's like in my profile pictures. That shit is like back in the day, back in the day. And we used to have braids and everything. Full on braids. Used to call me Black Jesus. That's what I went by. Here you go. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I could do it on, because YouTube always give me some bullshit. Not YouTube. Let's see if I can add a source on TikTok. Then capture window capture. Select window. Facebook add source. There you go. That was my bug shot back in the day. that was the mug shot back in the day. That was me back in the day. I'm hoping y'all can see it. I don't know if TikTok is doing shit towards it, but that was me back in the day. Y'all got a glimpse now. Whoever gets to see it, they synced it. That's it. This is a limited time only. Limited time only. I'm looking like I was part of the fucking, what was it? What's the fucking group? B2K, I think it was. B2K, that's what it was. That was me with braids. I'm trying to grow it back, but my hair's nowhere near as long. My hair's long. Don't get me wrong, my hair is pretty long. It's just it crinkles up like that. New phone, who this? Damn fudge. She got my ass. She was like, damn, what happened, bro? Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. What the fuck happened? You remember that 50 Cent? Or maybe I'm showing my age there, but shit. But yeah, that was me back in the day. That was me back in the day. It was just like now I'm older now. Now I got kids and shit. I was a hood rat back then. Spanish accent? What happened? Oh no, it's still there. The Spanish is still there. I just don't use it as much. I'm in Kansas. The only time I use Spanish now is just like talking with my family. Talking with my family is basically the biggest time I speak Spanish. Here, there's not many Spanish people to do it. While I was in the military, it was some Spanish here and there, but besides that, suppose it's just funny. I'm just saying it's just funny paying attention to this administration now. People, it's just like they're doing everything to try to get you upset for no reason. Like they want you to be upset that they breaking down the White House. I don't give a fuck that they breaking down the White House. I really don't. The White House is built by slaves in the first place. I don't give a fuck if they tear it down. I really don't. Now, for what he's trying to put in a new fucking ballroom, that's a whole different thing. That's a different thing. There, I find it different. Oh, just like the fact that you tearing down the fucking White House, I don't give a shit. The fact that you're making it just to make a ballroom because somebody's giving you money for it, that's when it gets kind of like, that's when it gets kind of iffy. But besides that, you want to tear down the White House, tear the whole shit down. I don't give a fuck. The dude is doing that because he thinks he's going to stay there longer. Because that's the thing, that's the plan. They are going to try to do it. And I'm telling you, there's going to be some bullshit ass war. They're going to start some bullshit ass war. And they're going to be like, oh, we can't have the election or some shit like that. It's going to happen. Or we're going to have fucking aliens invade or some shit. Just to make it so that we can't have an election. It was like everybody, that's the thing with these people. These people are telling you what they're planning to do. They say it in jest, and people ain't paying attention to what these people are saying. Everything these people are saying is basically being said because that's what they plan to do. They're not trying to get rid of stuff. They're trying to make it that it's as worse as possible as it can be for people. They want to make it difficult. That's what it is. This administration, Donald Trump, wants to make it difficult. MAGA isn't smart enough to understand that it's making it difficult for them also. It is what it is. People ain't gonna pay attention to it. That's what it is. It's just making shit difficult for people. People don't understand that. Just make shit difficult for people. Because the thing is, at the end of the day, they don't feel any of this. Nobody in this administration is going to feel any of these effects. None of them. None of them is going to feel any of these effects. If you rich, you ain't feeling none of these effects. What effect are you going to feel if you rich? If you rich, none of this is going to pertain to you. None of this is going to affect you. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to restart on TikTok and I'm going to put MAGA Explain again because I got time today. Kids, I don't got to worry about leaving. Kids will be here. I'm going to restart on TikTok and I'm going to put it as MAGA Explains so we can have some discussion with some MAGA. So give me a second. I'll restart. I'm going to keep going on YouTube. So, but I'll be right back. Give me a bit. Let's change that up. Let's make that font bigger so that way they can see it. Now we'll start it up again. That way they can see it. Now let's see. Oh, why does it say that? We started up again just to do it. It says no sound detected, but it should be hearing it with no problem. Shouldn't be no issues. But let's have a conversation with MAGA. Because we need answers for them. MAGA needs to start explaining some things. Because I'm trying to understand, like, the thing I'm trying to understand also the most is, like, how you gonna tell the Justice Department that you have that it needs to pay you $230 million? What the fuck they do that at? What president have you known said that any trials prior they gotta get paid for? Like, this dude is literally just doing whatever the fuck he wants with the money that we pay for in taxes, and MAGA got nothing to say for it. They just stay quiet. They don't make no suggestions, no anger towards it. They just be like, oh, okay. He said he wants extra money. So MAGA be like, yes, we'll give it to him. MAGA's okay with giving them all the money that he wants. MAGA's okay with giving them a new ballroom that is partly paid by supposedly other people, but then is also being paid by taxpayer dollars. I was just like, which one of y'all voted for a new fucking ballroom? The fact that none of y'all is even gonna be able to, like, y'all not even gonna be able to go into this ballroom. You as MAGA will never step foot in that ballroom. You paying for a ballroom you never gonna dance on. How y'all okay with that? You going to a ballroom that you ain't even gonna be able to dance on. You ain't even go. I don't even know if y'all get to even see the inside of it. Some of y'all can't even afford. Some of them can't even afford to make it to Washington D.C., let alone see the fucking thing play. I said it earlier. I got no problem with them getting rid of the whole White House. It was built by slaves. I don't give a shit if you get rid of it. But at the same time, why is he changing the shit up? You destroying a part that was there just so that you can make something new. What's the need for a ballroom? Can that be explained to me? What is the need for a ballroom in the White House? Mind you, another thing is like, why are you doing this during the government shutdown? Oh, he's probably doing the same thing he did in New York. Getting people to work on his shit and then not pay them. It makes sense. That's why he doing it. Because he know he's not going to have to pay them. The same way he did it in New York, that he would have construction and people do building up his shit and he didn't pay them. It's the same thing. See, this is the thing. Which part? All right, all right. Let's highlight this. Let's highlight this. Which part of the White House was totally destroyed to make the basketball court or the swimming pool? Because you want to talk about the basketball court or the swimming pool. Which part of the White House was completely demolished to make a basketball court or a swimming pool? Oh, now it don't matter. Shut the fuck up then, because you don't know what the fuck you complaining about. See how ignorant. Then it don't matter. You brought it up, you dumb fuck. You brought up the scenario. You brought up the statement. Then all of a sudden it's just like, oh, it don't matter. Shut the fuck up. Then you ain't got nothing worth saying. You come up here, make a fucking statement, and then all of a sudden the next statement is you backtracking because you ain't got no fucking way of explaining it. Come on now. Come on now. Go cry somewhere else, bro. Go cry somewhere else. Go cry in one of your MAGA lives that'll support. Oh my God, Obama did it. Obama did it. Obama put a basketball court in a swimming pool. Oh my God. In the space that was already there. Oh my God. Oh my God. In a space that wasn't even being used or was dedicated by somebody else. Oh my God. Wow. Same old dumb shit. Same old dumb shit complaining about somebody else doing something when your own person is doing it. They always here together because they nuts and nuts basically. One is up another one's ass and while the other one is watching, like crazy, ain't it? He said you're crying about a carpet, right? You telling me I'm crying about a carpet? Your boy is over here crying about a basketball court, knowing that he can't play ball. Crying about a swimming pool, knowing that he can't fucking swim. But he ain't complaining about a ballroom that he never gonna fucking see and can't probably even dance on. And that's not hypocritical? That's not hypocritical. That's not hypocritical, right? That's not hypocritical. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. You complaining about one thing, but don't complain about the other. Shut the fuck up. You see how simple it is? That look, now he ain't got shit to say now. Now he left. The dude up and left because he's like, damn, I ain't got shit to talk about because I look like a fucking idiot. I look like a fucking idiot talking all this nonsense that I'm not complaining on one part, but I'm complaining about the other. That's the problem with MAGA. MAGA doesn't even realize that they complaining about the same dumb shit on another fucking level, and it's the same shit they're complaining about in the first level. Ain't nobody complaining about this shit. Y'all the ones complaining about the fucking basketball court in the pool. Nothing was fucking destroyed by Obama. It is a historical building. Historical buildings are not supposed to be destroyed. They can be renovated, but they cannot be torn down. If you even fucking knew that, you would understand. Oh, it goes back to always the same fucking thing. Hey, when I ain't got nothing to say, Trump is your president. Yeah, bitch, he's still yours too, and he's still robbing you blind. And you still sucking his nuts. You still doing the Superman pose up his ass? Is that what you still doing? Like, damn. The squirrels is looking at you funny, bro. The squirrels is looking at you funny. All them nuts in your mouth. The squirrels is looking at you with disgust. Like, Jesus. Like, how the fuck did you fit all that shit in there? That's wild. It's always the same fucking thing. Always the same thing. When they ain't got nothing to fucking say, the quickest response is, he's still your president. Yeah, but I'm not dumb, bitch. That's the difference. I'm not dumb. I'm not stuffing his nuts in my mouth. Unlike you are. There's a difference. You complaining about something a Democratic president did that had nothing to do with tearing down any part of the fucking White House, but then your president is breaking down a part of your fucking White House and you have no problem. So how is it that you can complain about a basketball court and a swimming pool, but you can't complain about a fucking ballroom? Telling you, man, the squirrels is looking at y'all funny. The fucking squirrels is fucking looking at you side on like, damn, bro. How'd you fit all them nuts in your mouth? That's wild. Fucking squirrels looking at you side-eye because of all that bullshit you fucking swallowing. Like, come on, man. These motherfuckers, the squirrels is trying to ask y'all how the fuck y'all do it. The squirrels is in shock. The squirrels is like, I know what I can do, but damn. These motherfuckers is like a whole nother level. Many presidents have remodeled things because when it is a historical building, you can remodel and renovate the inside. You cannot destroy the outside of the building. Case in point, if you've ever been to Hawaii, if you've ever been to Schofield Barracks, you know the place that got hit, Pearl Harbor? The buildings in Pearl Harbor and the buildings in Schofield Barracks, which still have the fucking rounds lodged in there, and you can see the holes that were made by them, cannot be destroyed. They renovate the inside of it. So they can gut the inside of the building, but they cannot touch the outside of it because it's fucking historical. But here you are. Here you are. The thing is, the funny thing is I don't give a fuck about him tearing that shit down. That's not my house. I don't fucking live there. I don't give a fuck. Your statement, the first thing was, well, Obama fucking built a swimming pool and basketball courts. No. The thing is see, that's the thing about fucking MAGA that just is just so great. It's like y'all don't understand the stupidity of your own talking point. And that's what I'm trying to exemplify. That's what I'm trying to highlight. how much of a fucking nut swallower you are. How the squirrels is fucking disgusted with y'all. That y'all will swallow so much nuts to be like, oh my God. Barack did, Barack, like, shut the fuck up. If Barack did something, why are you okay with Trump doing it? Oh, you not. So what is it? Is it because you racist? Lord, you're the one that can fit. The squirrels is looking at you funny, bro. The squirrels ain't looking at me funny because I'm the one trying to find out why it's a problem for Donald Trump. No, it's a problem for Barack Obama to do something, but it's not a problem for Donald Trump to do something. So that's why I'm trying to see how you swallow all them nuts. It's crazy to me because you notice you notice how every single time it's always a problem with Barack Obama doing something. The first instance that anybody could say, oh my God, look at what the Republicans are doing. Oh, the Democrats did it. Bitch, if you had a problem with it then, why don't you have a problem with it now? If you didn't have a problem with it then and you were a piece of shit nut swallower then that didn't say anything, why all of a sudden is your mouth full of nuts now? No? So you were swallowing nuts since Obama? That's crazy because you ain't say shit then. Y'all were awfully quiet then. Y'all didn't even have the balls to keep wearing y'all MAGA hats. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Man, look at this. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. The person that started this, the person that started this whole conversation has gone quiet, hasn't been able to say anything legible, responsible, because his nuts are in somebody else's mouth while he has nuts in his mouth, and then he wants to talk about, oh, I'm triggered. Nah, bro, I'm just waiting for you to actually have an actual adequate answer for being such a fucking bootlicker. Explain to me why the nuts are so deep in your mouth. That's all I'm waiting for. You were the one that had a problem with it. You were the problem. You had the problem with Barack. So you're the problem. Because the thing is you had a problem with Barack Obama putting a basketball court in a swimming pool, yet he didn't destroy no wing of the fucking White House. Yet here you are trying to say that Donald Trump can do whatever he wants. It's his house. So it was Barack Obama's house too at the time, you dumb fuck. You see where your logical fucking thought process don't make no sense? How does that make any sense to you? Iceman, I already know it wasn't Obama that did it. Obama put the basketball court in. You gotta be real stupid. You gotta be real stupid that you complaining about something. Imagine having the talking point that, oh well, Donald Trump could do it at his house. It was Obama's also. That's crazy. That's crazy. Damn. Damn. Damn, look, now it's funny because all this nut swallowing doesn't allow them to think and talk for themselves, so they have to try to resort to gaslighting. Bro, all them nuts is still in your mouth. You still swallowing. You still swallowing all these nuts. You still on Donald Trump's nuts so much that you would rather just be racist. You would rather be racist than be a nut swallower this whole time. That's crazy. Imagine you making a complaint about somebody else doing the same shit that your guy is doing, but then the problem was the other guy, but not yours. What? telling you, man, them squirrels is looking at y'all funny like, damn, man. I didn't even know you could do all that. They don't, it's not about them needing to hear this. It's their fucking hypocrisy that they don't. You know how stupid you gotta be that you can't understand your own hypocrisy? You know how much of a nut swallower you gotta be that you can't understand your own hypocrisy when it's being called out on this. And then the only thing you're gonna be like, oh my God, it's Donald Trump this, Donald Trump that. Look at Donald Trump now. Taco. Look at Taco as he goes. What happened to our deal with Canada? Motherfuckers got mad. Why you so soft? Imagine being a president so soft that because somebody puts a video of Ronald Reagan saying that tariffs don't work, you bitch and cry and say, oh, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. That's wild. That's wild. Oh, here, look, guys. Look at this. Where's it at? This is the best one. And so was Barack Obama, bitch. Just like what the fuck? Imagine that's your talking point. Donald Trump was your president. So was Barack Obama, bitch. Like, what? That's the best you got? You were quiet then. You were still nut swallowing and bitch made then, and now you still bitch made now. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? He really do, right? He really do. Imagine that you're gonna be like, Donald Trump is your president. So is Barack Obama for 8 years. Oh, what? You weren't nut swallowing then? Oh, the nut swallowing was not existent there. Oh, you just started swallowing nuts now. Got it. That's crazy. Look at this. Hold on. Look at this one. Bro, the fact is that I don't even know what your race is. But I know you stupid. Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine that I don't even need to know what your heritage is, and I know you stupid. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? I don't even need to know where you from, bro. I don't even need to know what state you are, how dumb your education is. I already know you stupid. Imagine the fact that I don't even have to recognize where the fuck you come from. I just need to hear you talk. Yo, why is it that these nut swallowers are the softest people around? Imagine saying a statement like that. Why they act like this? Why you act stupid? Is that a racial thing? Or is that your heritage? Or is that your upbringing? Or maybe that's just your family. Because I'm not even going to associate you with whatever race you actually are, because I don't want to put them down that much. It's bad to be associated with a person like you. Oh, this is the best one. This is a great one right here. Oh, look, it's a Charlie Kirk fanatic. Look, it's a Charlie Kirk fanatic. The person that played on victimhood that made all these males swallow nuts and have fucking squirrels looking at him side-eyed wants to talk about it. Ain't that crazy? Bro, I don't need to see race to see stupidity. Stupidity is fucking global. In the States, it just happens to be a lot higher than everywhere else. That's crazy. Wow. Oh, here's another one. Look, y'all. Look. You see this guy? He comes in to defend being a nut swallower. Cause damn, you a grown ass adult and you still swallowing nuts? You swallowing nuts on a person that don't even know who the fuck you are. But here you are coming to complain in somebody else's fucking shit and do the same shit because you want to defend being a nut swallower. That's wild. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna say like what? Yo, that's crazy. Oh, look at this one. Look at this one. This is a good one. This is a good one. This is a good one. The one that should be preaching about not judging people. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? Shouldn't you be preaching not to judge people? Damn, that's wild, man. It's crazy up in here, man. Y'all, where they find y'all at? Where they find y'all at? Where the fuck they find y'all at? Where do y'all come from? Like, what's the name of y'all congregation? Because I need to have a sit down. I need to have a sit down. Cause damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. You gonna tell me I need Jesus, but look at what you doing. Yeah, I love these people. These people make my fucking day. Y'all having a good day? Cause I'm having a great fucking day. Yo, what up, Sonny? Yo, man, them nuts, man. How they shitty? Them nuts shitty, ain't they? That's why y'all be mad. Cause y'all don't even get salty nuts. Y'all get them shit-filled nuts, huh? Cause you know he in a diaper. So you know they ain't changing them right away. So I know that's why y'all mad. Y'all mad because y'all don't even get salty ass fucking nuts. Y'all get some shit ass nuts. Ain't that crazy? Damn, but whew, man. I'd be mad too. I'd be mad too. But I don't eat nuts like that. I don't be swallowing them either. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Nah, they ain't salty. Them shits is shitty nuts. Cause the shit is in a diaper. Imagine having some soggy ass shit covered nuts. And they all up in them. Just waiting for seconds and shit. Like I said, the squirrels is like, The squirrels is looking at the, we don't do that here. The meme, the Wakanda shit was just like, we don't do that here. The squirrels just like, we don't do that. Man. It's crazy. You see how quick they all run though? Oh, look at this one. Look at this one, y'all. Look at this one. Not here. Not here, my friend. We don't do that here. I was just like, I know. Damn, imagine that, bruh. Imagine that. Imagine the fact that Jesus taught everybody to love everybody. But here you are. Dang. That's crazy. He said, ooh, me. That's what I'm saying. It's just like people. Bro, the people that love me are the people I care for, my family. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about you. If you have the thought process and the ability to believe in Donald Trump, you ain't got love for yourself. And you're right, I don't believe in Jesus because I'm an atheist. You don't even love yourself. How you gonna come and tell people that they don't love or they don't know how to love, but you don't love yourself because you deciding to choose and be a nut swallower to somebody that don't like other people? There's a difference between not giving a fuck about you and loving somebody. Y'all don't know the difference because y'all just intertwine the shit. Y'all just think that if y'all kiss someone's ass enough, that means you love them. That's not love. You swallowing nuts is not love. That's as simple as it is. You swallowing all those nuts is not love. Tell me this. Does Donald Trump love you? Does Donald Trump love you? I just. Does Donald Trump love you? Because remember, you here getting side eyed by the squirrels because you got a mouthful of nuts of a person that couldn't even put their hand on their Bible when they got sworn. So please tell me how you love a man so much that couldn't even respect the damn Bible that you cherish so much and you supposedly love. Damn, them nuts must be salty, huh? Shit. That's what it is. It's some shit-filled nuts that got y'all thinking the way y'all do. Because at first, y'all got to wipe the shit off of it first. And then y'all taste all the saltiness. And that's why y'all always so fucking salty. It make fucking sense. And now, see, you got to put this shit together for y'all. That's why it is, because y'all don't fucking understand it. That's what it is. Y'all take it out the diaper. That shit is all mixed in there. You got all of them shits on it, and you got to take the shit off first. And then when you get off the shit, you realize how salty the fucking shit is, and that's why you so fucking hateful. That's crazy. Crazy, isn't it? I I, I don't even know what to say anymore. I really don't. What else can we say to MAGA? Like, besides the side eye from the squirrels, like, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Oh, look. He's in capital letters, guys. He used the caps lock because he wanted to make sure that his bitch assness was highlighted in bold. See that? That's crazy. That's crazy. How them nuts taste? How them nuts taste? No? Imagine, look at this dumbass. Why y'all so dumb, bro? Like, damn, you nut swallow so much that you believe your president and your people, MAGA, are the only ones that no. You know what? Look, you right. I'm not even gonna say nothing. I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna just leave that there. I'm gonna just leave that there. I love Joshua. I got something for you. I got something for you. I got something for you. Hold on. I got something for you. Oh shit! Hold on. I'm coming up with something. I gotta make something. I'm making something. I'm making something. That's how them squirrels is looking at you right now. That's how them squirrels is looking at you right now. That's the face they got right now. Like, damn, they like them shitty. Damn, which one of y'all got mad? Which one of y'all reported me? Which one of y'all reported me? Damn, they mad I fucking highlighted their picture? That's crazy. Look, hey y'all. If y'all don't know, I am also live on YouTube. So in case this gets kicked off, because they already reported me, you can find me on the YouTube and get it from there. You can find me on YouTube and this will keep going. Because if they already reported me because they got mad, you know it's coming soon. You know they're gonna hit me with that fucking 7-day ban for no fucking reason because their nuts is fucking all shitty and salty. It's always the same thing because they ain't got nothing. What they gonna say? Look at this one. Look at this one. I have not lied about you being a nut swallower. That hasn't changed, has it? I don't think that's changed. I think that's actually as legit as possible. As legit as possible. They don't want to push my shit out no more because it was like, damn, this dude is fucking roasting the shit out of these people. He even got a picture of them fucking getting side-eyed by the fucking the squirrel. The squirrel picture hit him hard. Yo, they was just like, damn. They actually got the visual of what the squirrels were looking at them like, we don't do that here. We don't do that. Oh man. Bro, imagine not having the capability of comprehension. Imagine not having the ability of comprehension. Damn, what happened? My appeal got approved. Ain't that crazy, y'all? Ain't that crazy? Y'all so mad. Yeah, y'all so mad. That's right. Bro, you notice this? You notice this part? Look at this statement. The only thing he heard for the past 15 minutes was me talking about nuts. All he heard the past 15 minutes that he paid attention to was the part of him chewing on nuts. That's crazy. That's crazy. Bro, you were the one that started this stupidity because you were mad at Barack Obama for installing a basketball court. Yo inadequate, mediocre ass was mad at the fact that Donald Trump did it, it's his house. And it was fucking Barack Obama's too. So shut the fuck up with your dumb ass. Like how dumb do you gotta be to not understand, oh my God, Donald Trump could do what he wants with his house. So could Barack Obama. Why wasn't you a bitch then? You a bitch now. The squirrel looking at you. Squirrel's still looking at you funny. It's like, damn, why are you swallowing his nuts but not Obama's? Can you answer that? Why didn't you swallow Barack Obama's nuts? but you swallowing Donald Trump's. Why is it? Because you needed some person that had to lie about all his capabilities? See, look. After you call them out for being dumb, they want to change the whole conversation. Yo, let's go to a topic that I probably only know about, the only topic I know about, because I don't want to keep talking about how much nuts I swallow. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. How the fuck you go from fucking talking about the fucking ballroom to the Fed? I don't know shit, but you had to speak on a random ass fucking topic about the Federal fucking Reserve. But I don't know shit. But we can't talk about the ballroom. Damn. Hey, y'all. Tell me I'm a bitch without telling me I'm a bitch. Case in point. Highlighted for y'all. Pinned and everything. Explain how you not a bitch without being a bitch. Case in point. Brayden, why don't you bring your bitch ass up into the fucking guest box? Or what? You oh, that's why. You gotta type because the nuts is in your mouth, so we wouldn't be able to hear you. Oh. It makes sense. My bad. I'll let you stick to the nuts then. Just keep with the nuts in your mouth. I know you can't talk, but it's okay. It's okay. I understand. It's hard to talk and gargle at the same time. It's okay. You probably good at it, but damn, imagine this. Imagine that. Look at this. Look at this, y'all. Yeah, I'm from NY. Smoked already know. You already know what my the shit I'm saying. Imagine this. Imagine saying that. So basically saying that you've been here before and you've been watching me this whole time. That's kind of, bro. We don't do that here. We don't do that. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy that you realize that I cut my beard. So that means you've been watching me before. That's wild. That's wild, isn't it? Damn, bro. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. Yo, don't try to cover him for him, Stan. Now you got his. This is his other nut swallower that's covering for him. How you gonna say I cut my beard and you never been here before? Oh, you seen my live before, but you've always been stupid. Got it. So you've been stupid the whole time. It hasn't changed. With or without the beard. Crazy. You know why I sound like a broken record? Because I keep on seeing the same nut swallower saying the same thing, but they don't request up into the box. Damn. Y'all must be some triggered ass snowflakes. Y'all can't even jump in the box. The nuts is too big in your mouth. You gotta wipe off all that shit first before you get to the saltiness. Is that it? Cause damn, I haven't seen any one of your bitch asses jump in the box. He's trying to shave you next time. Thank you, Ty. Thank you. Thank you. Imagine that you've been here multiple times and you still haven't amounted to say anything or come into the box. So you've been too scared to actually say anything, and you've been a keyboard warrior the whole fucking time. The whole time. You've been a Trump nut swallower, and you've been hiding behind the keyboard. That's crazy. Look at this. Look at this. Stan, I got a question for you. Why are you worried about another man's shit? Oh, that's right, because you got shit in your mouth. My bad. Wrong question. That answered itself. My bad. My bad. My bad. My bad. You answered yourself. My bad. My bad. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This one likes me. This one likes me. This one clearly likes me. Like that's crazy. Yo, look, this one is good, right? This one is good, right? No, hold on. What was that? What's that pin? The one I pinned. Hold on, give me a sec. What I pinned this one, right? I pinned this one. I pinned this one. My bad. Hold on. You see, you see this? Don't like a lot of what Trump does, but it's better than Biden and Kamala. Funny thing is that everything that Trump is doing is basically what Biden was putting in place, but Trump stopped it and now he's putting his name on it. So how stupid are you? Please explain. Let's explain the stupidity on the at the best level possible. Please, matter of fact, why don't you jump in the box and explain how stupid you sound? See, now this is the dumb fuck here, right? We've given $174 billion to Israel in the past 2 years. We've given how many billion to Ukraine? We just gave 40 billion to fucking Argentina. So please tell me where we don't have the money to do it. Cause you too much in the fucking nuts that you can't even fucking pay attention to where our money's going. Where we have the money to start universal health care, but you too stupid because you on the dude's nuts so hard that you can't even pay attention. Because I have to call you out on being such a nut swallower, Brayden. I have to call you out on it because nobody else does. MAGA yourselves, y'all all on his nuts that y'all don't even fucking understand any of the shit y'all talking about. Motherfucker wants to talk about how we gonna pay for fucking universal health care, but we can pay for other countries to have it. We can bail out Argentina before we can bail out our own fucking farmers. Imagine the fact that you're gonna bail out Argentina before you bail out our farmers. What's your answer to that? How do we fix that? Nut swallower? Come on. Look at this nut swallower. Look at this nut swallower. Stan, you right. Cause your dumbasses voted for this. I don't give a fuck about them. Your dumbass voted for this. You and your nut swallowing selves voted for another country to get bailed out before you did. I'm sorry, but this dude, I'm getting rid of Stan because Stan is too much of a softie. Hey, user, you ever thought of actually creating a name? Oh no, I got rid of Stan. Because the thing is that Stan is too fucking stupid to understand. He was just like, who the fuck actually cares about the farmers? You voted for this. They're winning. The farmers are winning. These are the same ones that don't know what the fuck they talking about, and they always want to say somebody else don't know. Like, you don't understand the fact that I don't give a fuck about you? You voted for this, right? You should be the one concerned with helping your people. But the crazy thing is MAGA doesn't even help themselves. Imagine that. MAGA voted for this. MAGA decided that it was okay to help other farmers. But now, MAGA isn't even fighting for those MAGA farmers. And you not a fucking nut swallower? They don't care about anything but themselves. They don't care until they, they're, because they're the ones that call them daddy. Don't pay attention to them. You're not even concerned. You put it like this. You're okay with the money going to the ballroom than it is to going to those farmers. But you mad at me for complaining about it. Bro, this dude got another account. Look at him. He got another account. It was like, bro, we complaining more about your dumbasses not getting what you should be getting for help than you are yourself. It's funny that the funny thing is that people think that donors are actually paying for this. How come they can never mention those donors? Because that would be a public building, right? Because it is a taxpayer building. It is a national building, meaning that the budget should be highlighted and shown for where these contributions are coming from, because it is still public domain. So who are the donors? Apple, IBM, Google, Amazon. I was like, damn. Allure, that's what I know, because the thing is they coming up with all these names and shit like that, but none of them have made a statement that they donated to it. So how are they on the list, but they haven't made a statement themselves? Because they're traded publicly also. But none of them made a statement. Oh, they don't have to, the same way when we made all those tariffs deals, all 200 of them that were in line, we didn't name those either, right? We still don't have them, right? But they just said we had them, though, right? Damn. So all those donors is made public, but they don't make no publicity of it. All those deals we had that we had haven't been made, but then somehow you believe every single bit of it. Mm. You wanna keep on ticking that nuts counter up because your mouth is filling up with more. My man said I seen it on CNN. Braden is still here counting how many times I said nuts, but he hasn't taken the ones out of his mouth yet. That's crazy. You counting all the times. So every single one that I've said, you've been swallowing. God damn, bro. That's wild. That's wild. So you got a counter for how many of them you've been swallowing. Yo! At least you can't say Braden ain't proud. At least you can't say Braden ain't proud of being a nut swallower. Because he's out here counting them and swallowing them as we go. That's crazy. It's right here. Bro, this coming from a person. Yo, imagine saying this. Imagine saying this, and your biggest comeback was a fucking host counter of how many times I said nuts. Bro, I seem to be doing pretty good because you even stopped counting. I'm doing so well that you stopped swallowing nuts and stopped counting them that you had to try to say something else. Imagine being roasted so bad that the roast that you thought you had going had to stop. Oh, see, now you have to do it to try to show like he was actually not. Bro, those are all the ones you keep swallowing, bro. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, bro. Keep swallowing. Keep. What's up, Soggy? You know, no, the problem that I have though,
Man,
when I have people up, man, is that I can't
I'm
pin them no more. Soggy, we gotta find a way. I'm gonna find a way to be able to still pin these people. Cause that's the thing. Every time I have guests, I can't pin them. So it's just like it's impossible to highlight their stupidity.
I try to pin some of them every now and then, but honestly, dude, it's the ignorance, and I love it because like they love being ignorant without noticing how stupid they sound.
That's
And I
why I call
understand
them
that
out.
because ignorance is a tactic. You can use ignorance as a tactic when it comes to a conversation whenever you're trying to like see just how dumb somebody is, but
Mm-hmm.
you're just doing it on yourself.
That's the pitiful part. Because the thing is they highlight their ignorance on themselves. They don't even try to highlight ignorance that I'm saying. They highlight the ignorance that they're speaking on, which makes it look worse for them. Because it's just like, bro, you're paying attention to something and talking about some other president, but your talking point was, oh, it's Donald Trump's house. Well, it was Barack Obama's house too. So what the fuck were you complaining about then? Like that's the ignorance of it. It was just like all you got to do is let them keep talking, and they get chock full of
More
nuts, and
importantly,
they can't say nothing. Then it's just like I
and
don't
more
know, I
importantly,
don't know what I'm saying.
that is not neither Obama's nor Trump's house. That is your house. You just can't be in there because you haven't been elected for it. But it's your house because you pay
Hmm.
taxes for it. You do all that all the sort of shit to support that place. That is your house. He is destroying your house without the deed to your house. And then not only that, he's putting this stupid ass ballroom, right? That only he's gonna enjoy because ain't nobody who balls.
Right?
Who the fuck goes into a thing and goes like, man, I want to listen to the third of Tchaikovsky while dancing with my girlfriend. Like, what? Who balls?
He ain't got, bro. He don't even. That dude don't even know what a ball is. He don't know what kind of music is there. He don't know.
And,
It's just
and
like,
and that's even crazier because these megas don't even know what a ball is. They probably think a ballroom is where balls hang or some shit like that.
see, this is why I wish I can pin shit. Cause look at what he's. Look, you seen this before? This we had to set up tents to have events. What
Like
the fuck is this dude
some
talking about? Like, yo, where do you fucking live, bro? You gotta be out in the boonies in some trailer park. That's how you fucking celebrate shit. Motherfuckers have events. The White House isn't meant to be fucking a congregation of fucking people. It is supposed to house the president and the people that live in the White House for the administration. It is not built to fucking have fucking displays and have fucking
exactly.
used car salesmen on the fucking front lawn trying to sell Teslas. That's not what the
And more
fucking White House is
importantly,
for.
to keep building on the whole thing that it's your house. If you are elected, let's say random Brandon, for if God forbid, all right. If Brandon gets elected, do you want to stand there and watch this big ass yellow
No, no, no,
building
no, no.
that's turning like
Sorry. Hold on. Look. These are the same motherfuckers that complain about a kid getting fucking free lunch because they have to pay for it. But here
Bruh.
they don't have a problem with somebody that they gotta pay for some shit that they ain't even gonna take part in.
And you know what's crazy? They probably think that when you say, "Oh, you pay for it," they probably think that they're forking down like $58 to pay like a gourmet meal. It's like 5 cents. It's
But
like 5 cents off of the things you purchase, man.
it was just like you can build shit, but you know when they expanded it the last time in 1934, if you would look that up, it was Congress approved for them to expand it. So they had to destroy part of it and then they expanded it, but it was approved by Congress because it had to be
Exactly.
paid and it had to be appropriated. You know, the same shit that we haven't been able to do with Congress right now because they haven't been able to actually balance a fucking budget in fucking close damn near to a decade. That same shit that they haven't been able to do causes the appropriations to put the money, put the taxes, and put the funding to actually be done.
But here's the loophole. Because I was thinking about this because he's paying it off of his own money, which
He's not paying it off
by
of his own money. You crazy if you
And
think
um,
it's
off of
his own money.
somebody money.
but yeah, he's paying with somebody money, but he's doing it on federal
Not
land.
his.
So at any point, somebody up in the federal could just get rid of that shit because that's illegally building on federal lands, which is another felony. Ooh, that's another one for the list. That's felony 35.
Yeah, we're pretty much right up there.
It was just like
Mm,
1934, Congress had to approve it. There's two different instances, Braden. It wasn't only in 1942. And every single time, Congress approved it. It wasn't
like
you
MAGA.
know what? I want to get rid of the fucking rose garden that was put in, that was there. I didn't have to break anything down. I didn't have to tear any of the fucking building down to create this. The same way Barack Obama didn't have to do that. That's why he didn't need a congressional approval for shit that had something already within the space. This is you are literally tearing down a whole wing for a ballroom.
That nobody gonna use.
Please tell me how many times is this ballroom gonna be used? To who?
And
To
that's
host the
exactly what
what?
I
The
mean, bro.
elite?
They better be balling
What's
every
up,
day
Southwest?
if they're gonna be building that shit, bro.
You spending because the thing is it's funny because the first thing that they said was it was gonna cost 200 million. And then when people started complaining about it, it became, oh, whoa, we got donations. We got donations. It's funny how y'all got an excuse for every single thing that y'all doing wrong. It's always a fucking excuse. It's just, oh no. We got people are donating now. People are donating now. We got donations because we said it was gonna cost as much, but it was just like it was taxpayer funded, but now it's donated. Now we're using the funds from the YouTube settlement. Why?
It's crazy, bro. This man is
And
moving
then
money like,
oh,
and that's
remember
what.
that he wants to get paid $232 million now for the trials that he had.
And isn't that oddly close to the amount that he needs to pay the ballroom?
Yep.
It
Gotta
seems
pay
like
that
he
in.
wants the
You gotta
government
pay
to
that.
pay for that.
You gotta pay that interest, bro. That loan came with an interest.
Mm-mm-mm.
You gotta
And so,
get them to
like,
pay for it somehow.
that's another part that makes me really sad about like them because that's another thing. MAGA thinks that I'm mad at them. I'm not mad at you, bro. I'm sad at you. I'm sad at you
The,
because like you see these people moving money, like talking about millions and billions and dillions and quadrillions, bro. You holding on to a $20 bill right now,
Quinceañeras, the listing is opening.
like, like,
I got a couple
bruh.
of daughters. I'm signing my shit up now. I'm putting the date down now. 15.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because like these people here, oh, billions, trillions. You don't even know what that looks like. You wouldn't even know what that looks like on your bank account.
Bro,
You
these
talk
people
you
wouldn't
talk
even be able to process that amount of money. They can barely process the
exactly. You
shit that
wouldn't
they
even be able to
have, that
fathom
they're
that
in the
shit.
living conditions that they are right now.
But you want to argue about how we can't do universal health
And
care?
it's like,
This man's moving
neither,
billions.
neither would you. The difference is that I'm actually educated and know how fucking funding, financial, and investment works. Because I bet you more than 75% of MAGA has no investment accounts. So literally, they would have no idea what to do with the fucking money because they would just go out and spend it on a fucking four-wheeler that had fucking extra rims and the fucking lifted kit on their truck, and then they would be broke by the next fucking month. That's the fucking difference between having an education and not having an education. Because the thing is with MAGA, most of MAGA doesn't have any investment. If you live in a fucking trailer park, you ain't fucking worried about the stock market.
Right? And they'd be like, oh, but look at how much, like, bro, you don't even understand any of this shit.
If you were complaining about gas prices being too high and you can't afford fucking eggs, you weren't worried about the stock market. You weren't concerned with the stock market manipulation when this dude said, oh, I'm gonna sell now or I'm gonna buy later. That shit wouldn't fucking happen at that point. That's a whole different fucking predicament that they don't even understand. That's why most of the time when that shit happens, they don't say nothing. When do you hear MAGA complaining about the stock market?
Dude, I got friends at work who are taking advantage of the stock market, and that's why I understand that some of them don't really care because some of them are really making a buck out of this dude messing up the market so much.
You should be making a buck. If you're not making money right now, you're hurting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not making money right now,
I'm talking to one of my homies to get me onto that shit, bro. Because I'm like,
it's not that difficult, bro. All you got to do is pay attention to what he's doing. Look, every time he mentions there's gonna be a tariff, the shit drops. Every single time, without fail, it has happened. And then what are you gonna do? You invest in it when that shit dropped all the way down. And then what is he gonna say? And in about 2 weeks, he's gonna be like, "Oh, well,
never
we
mind.
canceled the tariff." Yeah, exactly. And in those 2 weeks, either you bought options at the time when it was at its lowest, you bought those options and you put them out for like a month. You know every 2 weeks he's gonna cut his bullshit, and then you just made a ton of fucking money in fucking 2 weeks after that because he's gonna say, "Oh, my bad, I'm taking it back."
Damn.
That's it.
No, because now that you put it that way, it's simple as fuck. And
it is simple. It's not that difficult. The thing is most people don't have the extra money to be putting into that. Most people don't have the money to buy a fucking option premium. That's where it's different. That's where it's different because the thing is if you're a multi-billionaire, putting $1 million on a stock that's gonna go up $25 is gonna make you a lot of money. But if you only got $100 and you put in a stock that goes up 25, you making that $25 profit, not that plus $1 million profit. That's where the difference lies with people. That's why it's not that difficult. You just got to pay attention to what he is. If you pay attention every single time, because look, how much? See, look, Tesla premiums were $1,500 yesterday. This shit went down. Like, look at another one that happened yesterday that I was paying attention to. Pay attention to Carvana. You know, the car selling company.
Carvana.
That shit dropped in the past week. That shit dropped because they were shorting the stock. That shit dropped like fucking 20 something dollars, damn near almost $40, from 20 to 40. What did you do? If you waited till that shit hit the bottom and then you bought that shit right when it hit, like when it was at the like $25, $30 mark of loss, that shit is back up to almost exactly everything it lost. So you would have just made that. You would have just made all that money sitting easy, not doing anything.
Damn.
See, look at how the Tesla premiums is down.
Bro, you got me pacing. You got me pacing up and down the room, bro. So I'm like,
it's the thing is look, if you're gonna do it and you're starting off with a little bit of money, don't go for the crazy shit unless you know it's a for certain thing. If not, just do it slowly. Keep going slowly. When you have those accounts, like look, most of my shit, I put a lot in dividends accounts that give me money back monthly. And what do I do with that money? That's the money I use to put into options. So it's just like, hey, this is money that I gained, but if I lose it, I didn't have it in the first place. But if I gain off of it, that's extra money I just made. It's not that hard. They try to make it,
y'all.
They try to make it
y'all some sauce right now.
They try to make it. The thing is to try to make it most difficult. The thing is that you have to understand if you're not paying attention to it, there's changes. Especially when you got a fucking president that decides, hey, bro, I'm gonna put a tariff on China, just for shits and giggles. And then all of a sudden you look at your stock and your shit just dived fucking like 8%. Like, yo, what the fuck just happened? And then you searching to see what the fuck is happening. It's like, Trump made an announcement that this happened. And it's like, oh shit. And then you're like, oh fuck. And then it's just like, well, I can sell it or I could just hold on to it. Some people choose to sell it because they know it's going to keep dropping. And then it's just like, all right, it looks like this is going to be the turning point. This is as low as it dropped. It's wavering and it's staying
Let
around
me
the same
know.
thing. All right, buy.
Let me know
And
when he
then
starts
next thing you
messing
know,
with Apple stock.
nah, but that's
That's
the
where I
thing.
want
You
to get
gotta,
into.
you
Shit.
can do all those stuff, but you gotta pay attention to all the shit that's going on also, because all these tariffs is affecting that also. Tariffs is affecting it because it's whatever. If it's coming from China and a company here is invested heavily in China's shit, then that's gonna hurt their thing. So that's gonna
I
drop
got
their
a homie
stock.
who's making money off of Tesla stock, and every single time that it flops.
Is not that hard. The thing is that you have to be paying attention to it.
Mm. No, but that's how I said earlier. I was like, Maca, you better write, especially this Brandon dude, paying attention to how many times you say nuts. Write this shit down, bruh.
See, look, Joshua got his money right. Just like it's like people. That's the thing. It's just like I don't have to have luxurious shit to fucking
Exactly.
make it seem like I'm fucking in investing. It's just like you can make extra cash because the thing is if you're making money from those dividend stocks, that's money that you didn't have, but now that's
People,
extra
it's
money that you can play with. That's why
people
when you
also
get
think that
old
like
enough,
balling
people
out.
just retire with that. People just
People
retire on
also think that
dividend
like balling
stocks.
out is just like getting all this like expensive, luxurious shit.
And it's
Like
not.
it really isn't. It really
Bro,
isn't.
look at all these billionaires. Yeah, they got the nice car and stuff like that, but these motherfuckers wear the regular fucking Levi's jeans that they bought for 30 fucking bucks. You don't see them with
Hmm.
no fucking Louis Vuitton $750 pair of jeans. Some of them do.
And I've talked to
When you
wealthy
like
people.
Jeff
They've told me that that
Bezos,
shit is stupid.
bro, I grew up in New
Yeah.
York City. I've been around wealth. I've been around
Right.
wealthy people. It was just like being in New York City.
Basically,
You
only
you
a
get
few
to
of them
bump into
dress gaudy
people
as fuck on a
that
regular
is just like
basis.
some of them have the money and they flaunt it, and then some of them
Hmm.
have the money and you wouldn't fucking know the difference.
Right.
You
Bruh,
run
I have
into
a
people and
story
people
actually.
just run up a tab
This
on
is
a
a
fucking bar. When you see people run up a tab in a bar and they just run the shit up, and just like I
Hmm.
mean, like literally, yo, just get whatever the fuck you want, and then they act nothing like. So it's
bruh.
like this.
We once ran into this one celebrity at work, and we all knew it was a celebrity. But the whole thing is that he was the only one who didn't knew that we knew that he was a celebrity, bruh. Because the thing is that bro was like walking around with Emporio Armani like to the toes, and I was like. And I immediately, because that's the thing, I'm such an asshole, bro. Like, I immediately started talking shit about rich people. I was like, man, I hate it when rich people act like they're not rich and shit, and they start dressing with all this crazy like designer shit, but then they want to act low key. He was like right there
Whoa.
too. I was like, yeah, and then they wanted to act low key. If it was a motherfucker like me though, I would be wearing some Old Navy because nobody would be talking to a motherfucker with Old Navy on. But
Hmm.
hey, that's just me though. I see,
Or just get some clothes from the Ross.
Yeah,
bro, just buy it off Timu. If you're trying to be low key, buy it off Timu. Like,
but
what are
that's
you
the thing. The
doing?
thing is that some of them just they still buy designer stuff because some of the is that they like that brand. That's what I
Hmm.
found.
Yeah,
That
I'm
for
not
some
gonna
of them,
lie.
it's just
I
like
would do it
I
for
like
Burberry.
this. I like this brand, and all they buy is this brand. But then if they're not
I'm
wearing that brand, they're wearing regular fucking. It's a white fucking tee that was
I'm
came
not
out of
gonna
fucking
lie.
Walmart or some shit.
I
Yeah,
would do
that's the
that for
difference between rich and
Burberry,
wealthy,
but just for one Burberry coat because I love Burberry coats. They're fucking fire.
bruh. Bruh, if you see in the Middle East how these people got money
Huh? Don't tell me that shit, bro.
in
Oh
the
yeah.
it, bro, the
Hmm.
women,
Mm.
the women are covered the whole fucking time. But one of the interpreters I had, it was like, yo, these women dress like that. They're covered, but under their fucking clothing, they're decked out in all the finest fucking linen they can get. They just don't show it to everybody
Hmm.
because everybody sees them covered. But once they're in their homes, he's like, man, these, he'd be like, they just talk shit about each other. Like, oh, I got this Gucci bag or this, and like that. Because they don't have to show it. You wouldn't know it.
Hmm.
But you see them in the fucking car they're driving in.
They
These
do it in
motherfuckers
China,
leave
bro.
Ferraris and fucking all these shits, and they just leave them in the fucking. They just leave
Bruh,
them and buy another one.
Oh,
China, in
Brandon
China, they
finally
talk
gave
about
me an excuse
Versace like
now.
it's fucking
Okay.
H&M.
What do you say?
Like
What do you
in
say?
China, they talk about Versace like it's H&M. Like they'll just walk around with like Gucci bags,
They
big
don't.
chilling because
That's
they
the
make them
thing. These
over there.
people, they have that money and they have that capability, but most people don't pay attention to it. Investing is it takes time. The thing is you might get lucky on some stock that you put in and you put an option or whatever, and you might make a shitload of money in one spot. But that doesn't happen every day. The problem with people is it's like a gambling addiction that some people have. It was like, oh shit, I hit it big. I'm gonna hit it bigger
Clock it,
next time, and I'm gonna hit it bigger next time, and now
clock
I'm
it.
fucking broke. That's it. That's all it is. You have to have the discipline to understand, like, yo, I can make this money today. Cause look at the fact I like the whole GameStop shit. You remember when GameStop went crazy and they were shorting GameStop and
Hmm.
this shit like you know how much money I missed out on? Cause I didn't believe the
I
shit was
miss
gonna keep
GameStop.
going. That shit was at like $25. And then at the end of the day, that shit was up to like, and I was in Germany, so the time is off. So I'm 7 hours ahead. So it was like late night and I'm done with work and the shit is at $70. And I'm just like, all right, this shit ain't gonna go up anymore. Wake up the next morning, the stock is at like
Boom.
240 something. And I was just
Mm.
like, bro, if I would have bought one option, that would have been a couple of thousand easy. And if I would have put all
Hmm.
the fucking money I had into those options, I would have left the army soon. I would have probably just gone AWOL. But like, fuck this shit. You ain't telling me shit. And just fucking dipped. But that's what it is. People don't understand that. You have to do it in a slow because the thing is a lot of the times you got to pay attention also that what I've noticed is the earnings reports because a lot of the times with the earning reports depending on the corporation that has a big swing because a lot of the times if it's a big enough corporation you'll see that before the earnings report the stock happens to just dip. So if the stock is dipping, it might be it, but that's the thing. The thing is that you don't know. It might be that the stock didn't, the earnings report isn't as good as they thought, or the
Hmm.
earnings report is gonna be fucking great. Yeah, because they'll sell even if they have if they're making money, so they'll sell it, and then yeah, and it's because they expect the EPS to miss, so they drop it down. But then when the earnings fucking goes above and beyond, then that fucking stock takes a fucking 5 to 10% jump that next day or the next 2 days, and you just rebounded all the money you could have lost or made more money off of it. I made a whole bunch of money off of fucking Nvidia this year.
Hmm.
Nvidia alone, with their fucking playing with this, playing with that, we're buying here. We're gonna look at what they did. We're gonna have chips go to fucking China. That shit shot the shit fucking up. And then Donald Trump was like, we're putting tariffs on China. This shit went back fucking down. You know what? We're bringing back the tariffs. We're cutting back on the tariffs on China. The shit went back up. It's just like, it's just a game of paying attention to what it is and what they're doing. We don't have that insider trading. Because if we did, everybody'd be millionaires. Like fucking, what was it? AMD. When AMD decided that they were going to do the sale with with Chat GPT. They did that, and what happened? Crazy fucking lift. That shit went up like fucking 40 something fucking dollars. And that alone, even if you had one stock, that's an extra $40 you didn't have. I was just like, it's just shit like that that people need to pay attention to. It's not super easy, but at the same time, it's not super tough to do either. The thing is that most people just don't have the money to do it. And if you don't have that extra wiggle room to do it, you don't have extra wiggle room to put into a stock.
My
If
friend
you
told me
knew,
that I could get started with like $10.
yeah, because all you're doing is you buying basically a fraction of a share. But if that
Okay.
$10, well, whatever it is, and Apple goes up, your money still goes up. And then you can sell
Hmm.
that, put it into something else that is worth that amount, and it goes up. It's like $10 a week is easy. That's what I tell people. Just every paycheck, you could put something into it. And once you get a pay
Hmm.
raise, put that extra bit into the paycheck. Put that extra bit and keep doing it. And after a whole year, you're gonna be like, damn, this is money I would have spent on bullshit.
What do you use for trading?
I just use Robinhood. But
Robinhood?
I have Charles Schwab, but I use that because I have accounts for my kids.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I use Robinhood as well. It's pretty good.
Yeah, Robinhood is pretty. Yeah, and have the dividends to buy. You know how many old people live just off of dividends?
I don't know if y'all could see the chat, but like I think the chat died for me.
No, it's just all the maggots are gone, and now it's just people of intelligence speaking.
Yeah.
That's
People
all it
block
is.
the main ones, and then all of a sudden the clones just ran
Yep.
their asses off.
And then you just reinvest into it, and it's just compounding interest on your fucking money, and that's it. You do ten
Yeah.
dollars a week, and just keep doing $10 a week. When you can put it up to 15, put it up to $15 a week.
Hmm.
When you can make it to 20, put it to $20 a week. 25, 30, 35, and you keep going slowly by your means. And if you have
And you know
dividend
what's
accounts
crazy?
and it reinvests into it, you just keep making it. We talking about the language of money and mega is influent. You right, Joshua. They're like, what the fuck is the stock market?
But
The
you know what's
fuck is the
crazy? I feel like
options?
this should be like a 12th grade thing.
Bro, if
You know
they
what I
did that,
mean?
everybody had money. They don't want
10th
that.
grade.
I mean,
They don't want you to
we
have
should
money.
have people with money.
Yeah, they want the people that know how to do this with money. That's why people go to
Hmm.
fucking school for it. They get highly in debt so that then you have to work it off. Look up
Hmm.
QDTE with $30 with 13% dividend. See? That's another
Let
one.
me
I
write that
do
one
I
down.
I do QYLD. But I'm gonna look at that one too. I didn't even know about that one. There's tons of them. And the thing is depending on your dividend, because some dividends they pay out monthly. Some dividends pay out every quarter. I like to do the ones that pay out monthly because that means that's just reinvesting money every single month into that stock. So the more stock you
Yeah.
have, like I said, if you have a stock that's like $20 and you get it like that, oh, they
Hmm.
do it weekly? Get the fuck out of here. I've been
Oh
fucking up.
shit.
Hmm. Weekly. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, definitely getting it. Shit.
Brown
Weekly
Hill
payout?
Innovation. Mm-hmm. And some of them give you a
Damn.
dividend payout weekly. So imagine that you put in $15, you put that $10 in, and you get $1 back,
Hold
or
on.
maybe
No
like
Child
30
Left
cents.
Behind got rid. Oh,
Bro,
What happened?
if I make
Bro,
money
all
off
you
of
do,
$10, I'm
just
finna
do
sing
that. Just
Hamilton.
do $10 and just keep doing it weekly. See, look, he does $15 a week.
What was it called?
hmm.
QDTE. I'm about to buy some of that shit now. And it's up 41 cents
Right?
today. And that's what it is. It's all those. I don't invest in the crypto because crypto's still too shaky.
Hmm.
Crypto's still too shaky right now. I what I do with the crypto is I stake it. So if you have some, you just put it to stake, which basically it earns you more as you hold it in there. The problem with that is that if you try to pull it out, it's gonna take some time for you to be able to remove that money because it's like you're lending it to everybody else to use it also.
Should you invest in the Dow whenever
Or
it's
yield
down?
max account, yeah. What happened?
Should you invest in the Dow whenever it's down?
Bro, you just keep investing. The Dow always goes up. The S&P always does like what? I think it's like 6-7% yearly it goes up. Or you get a
Hmm.
return of 6 to 7% yearly every single year without fail. And then when the economy actually starts doing good, because that's the thing, right now is the time to invest. Because if shit is going down and all this
Damn.
stupidity is happening, most people don't have
So
it.
I should have put $10
Yeah,
when the Dow was
that's
down at
that's one of the
38.
things right there. Don't try to time the market. It's time in the market that matters.
Hmm.
You remember when the Dow was down to like 38,000 earlier this year?
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
And
I
imagine you
should
would
have
have
put
put into
some.
it, and then that would have
Yeah,
just
I should
rose
have.
up that way. And that's what people don't pay attention to. A lot of people, a lot of the problem is that everyone wants that instant gratification. And that's
Yeah.
what
Mm-hmm.
that's what everybody's gone to, especially now with how fucking like TikTok and all these social platforms are. They think that it's just like, hey, if I put 2 fucking TikToks out, I'm gonna be viral. Nah, bro, you gotta put the time in. You got to keep on
Hmm.
doing it. You got to stay consistent with it. The same thing with the stock market. There's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be time when you lose money and there's going to be times when you gain money. But at the end of it, you're going to keep gaining money because if your money's just sitting there, you're not spending it.
Hmm.
And reinvestment is reinvesting into the same thing. And that's it. Miss Darling, you could just set up a Robinhood account, connect it to your bank account or whatever your checking account is, put like $100 in there just to start, or you could even put with $10.
I also
Oh
got an
shit, I do
Acorns
have.
account, but
Let
I'm
me see
thinking
if I
about
do have.
probably closing that shit and move the money over to Robinhood.
Let me see if I do. Where is my referral shit? I've never used my referral account. Hold
I
on.
keep forgetting about that part.
Does that
Mm,
you can cash that out directly to your bank account? Does that take like a couple of days or anything like that?
you don't want to cash it out. You just want to leave it there, bro. This money, if you have
Oh,
it, you're leaving it there. You're not touching this money. That's
Hmm.
that's the that's where the discipline comes in. That's where that discipline
okay.
comes in. You are not, you putting $10. You putting $40 a month. You ain't touching that shit.
Yeah.
You are not touching that $40. That is $40 that you lost. Put it like that: $40 that you lost into an account that is just adding more to it.
Hmm.
Okay.
That's what you're doing. You are not touching this money. It's not a money that is just like, oh, I made $50. I'm gonna take it out and spend it. No, I made $50. That shit is staying in there.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
don't have the. I don't even know where the fuck the fucking referral account is on this.
Because
Oh,
there
here we
will
go.
come a
Hold up.
time where that $40 ended up becoming like 4,000 or whatever. But it's a long time. That's the downside. But
Mm,
if you still hold, yeah, like
let's
still
do a quick
just
one. Hold
leave
up.
it in there.
I gotta figure it out because I have it. It's on my phone, but I don't have it on through TikTok, and that's the problem. I can't get through. Let's see, this way. I don't know if it lets me show my own live while I'm live, which it should. I gotta figure it out. I'll figure out a way to do it. But it's just like, yeah, you could do that with the referrals. You're doing that, and you'll get something for it. But it's just literally with a Robinhood account. You just put in $10 a week. That Starbucks coffee or that thing of
Mhm.
that's all it is. Hold on, because I copied it that way. Let me see. Miss Darling, message me real quick because I could copy to you like that because I have a whole bunch of people that always message me and shit, so I don't have you to search for it. Message me real quick and it'll find it like that, and I'll be able to send it to you. And that'll be the easiest way. See, I send it. Vegas, you already got a Robinhood though, right? Son of
Yeah, I do.
yeah, and then everybody, whoever signs up with it, would get a free stock also. And that stock, you just leave it there, no matter what the stock is.
I wonder if my friends got. I need to check with them.
And just do it that way, bro. That's what I'm saying, Saki. You are not touching this money. This is money that you are keeping there as an investment for your future. You are not touching this money at all. That money's gonna stay there, and you're just gonna watch it grow over time. Now, if you have some like dire fucking emergency that is just like, look, you ain't got no money and shit like that, then yes, that's different. But if it's not
Yeah.
that case, that money stays there. That $40 a month, that's $480 a year. Not counting how much you're gonna get. Face looks cold. That's $480, and then like that. And yeah, set up a Roth IRA. Not a traditional
A
one, a
what?
Roth IRA. So basically, they take the taxes out of it now, so that when you receive it, it's not with taxes taken out. So there's a
Okay, okay.
traditional IRA and then there's a Roth IRA. The thing is you can contribute to both, and that's one of the tricks that people do when it comes to tax time. So the thing is what they do is that you can put that amount in there, and that lowers your income level that you've made because you invested it. So let's say you made enough to get into the next tax bracket. If you invest into your Roth IRA and your traditional IRA, that amount would be removed from your income. So that might lower your tax bracket by doing that. See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Those are little tricks and shit that it's just like, look, in order to make money, you got to start learning what do the rich people do. Don't give a fuck about what they buy or what they bought or what they want to wear. How did you
I
make your
see.
money? How
I
did
gotta
you
make
make your
money,
money? You gotta
and then
make
I
you
gotta
gotta
get
make your
myself
money.
into 34 count felonies.
Yeah, I gotta break the law, bro. It was like, that's how I do it. I gotta break the law. But the problem that they don't
You
tell
said
you
do it
is that
like the
when you
rich
break the
people?
law,
Shit.
you better have the money to break the law. That's where they get you.
Yeah.
That's where they get you. That's the little fine print that they don't tell you. That's why everybody ends up in jail. When you
That's
break the
so
law
crazy,
and you
bro.
don't have the money, you end up in jail. But when you
That's so crazy. The
break the
concept
law
that there
and
are people
have the
who got
money,
money to break the law.
yeah,
That's
exactly.
such
That's
a
it.
crazy concept.
That's the part that they don't tell you. When you
Like
make enough money to
Elon,
break the law, then you break the law. But don't break the law
Elon
when you
could
don't got the money to
literally,
cover it.
dude. Now that I think about this, Elon could literally blow somebody up with a rocket launcher on live television, and he
Oh,
could pay the bail.
like the government's doing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? When you got the money, and that's it. And all you doing is just like all you got to do is just start off small. Start
Dude,
off
we gotta
small.
make our
Even
we gotta
even
make
if it's
our
like, look,
government
if
broke.
if if times is tough and shit, and you can only do $10 a month, then do $10 a month. It's whatever you have that you can budget into your thing that you can put. Oh yeah, invest in Palantir too. Palantir is gonna be there.
Fuck, man, that company gives me the heebie-jeebies, bro.
Yeah, but that's the thing. The heebie-jeebies is gonna make you money. That's why you're gonna get the heebie-jeebies, because you're gonna be full of
Mm,
money.
man, no, I don't know. That fucking
that,
company
that
scares the fucking shit out
that
of me,
it
bro.
scares the shit out of you, but it's gonna make you some money. That's the thing. Yep.
Bro, they gonna
It's
be
always
on my screen, bro. They gonna be on my camera watching me do shit. Like,
it don't matter,
fuck,
man.
man.
You gonna have enough money that you gonna be like, yo, bro, you ain't recording
You
me.
know
You're
what,
gonna be like, all right, cool.
Palantir? You wanna record me? I'm gonna turn my camera around every time I go to the bathroom and piss, bro.
That's the thing. It's just like
Catch that.
it's money that can be made. It's just like people don't understand how to do it. Yeah, they'll pay you for they'll pay you for shit like that too. But the crazy thing is that you'll just make money, and that's the thing. You're leaving this money, and the thing is if
Shit,
you
I'll
have
see a whole
kids
bunch
or
of
you have
grinder requests.
if you have kids at whatever point you have kids, you open up a custodial account, which is the same thing you have, but you're basically watching that account till they turn 18. So you
Yo,
can literally
yo,
start
I gotta
investing for
ask you
them
something.
at the same time.
Is it real that y'all should invest in grinder every time that there is a Republican meeting?
That what?
That you should invest in grinder every time that there's a
Nah,
Republican
because
gathering.
that's a one day thing. I don't trust it because the thing is grinder. The reason why I don't say that because the thing is when the people on grinder actually come out and say they're on grinder, that's when that shit is gonna fucking explode. If you have
Mm.
Mike Johnson come out and be like, "Yo, I'm on grinder, bro," that stock is gonna fucking skyrocket. But it depends. But those are the tricky ones. Those are the ones that is just like
I
you
want to
can
dress up
play
as Mike
around with.
Johnson
But
for Halloween.
nah, don't do that to yourself, bro.
I'd be scary as fuck, dude. I'd win the contest. I'd walk around presenting people bad policies, scaring the fuck out of them.
Okay, somebody's calling. Okay. So somebody has a question. Okay. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just like, oh shit, Grinder's up 22% today. Maybe you ought
Oh
to
shit!
put some
What's
money in there,
going
bro.
on?
Put
Who's
some money.
gathering? Let me see.
There you go, Soggy. Look, you already got the knack for it. You already know what you got to invest in. That's it.
Shit.
Look how simple
The,
that was.
these class of the Republicans finna make me bank.
Look how quick that was. And that's all you got to do, bro. And that's literally just doing it like that, and you can make money, and you just leave that money there. And that's it. Just put a couple of dollars into it. Yeah, it'll drop down some, and then it'll go up some. But just do it that way, and just do it that way. And just go
I
at it
can't
that
wait
way,
for
and just do it slowly. And then you can do it in that manner, and it's just like slowly you can do that. And it's just
I
like
can't wait for
you got to remember
2028,
that this
bro.
isn't a yeah. But see, look, imagine that in 3 years of you doing that, of putting $480 a year in there, that's gonna add up.
Mm.
Oh, there's talk somebody's buying Grinder out. Yep, that's gonna shoot it up
Somebody's buying Grinder.
because they know them Republicans is about to be outed. They're about to make that market explode.
Who's buying Grinder?
I don't know who's buying it though. That I don't know.
I gotta look that
But
up.
they're not gonna say that. But if it's something like that, that's why it's going up because then the price is gonna go up. They're gonna evaluate it higher, and then they're gonna put it to that because that's how it always is. It's always gonna be over evaluated or overvalued most of the time, and then all of a sudden it'll be like, oh shit, look what happened. Like
Raymond
look at.
Sage and James Liu.
Does it say who they are?
I'm looking for them right now. Ray. Mm. He looks like he would be on Grinder.
Oh, they already own 61%, so they basically want to take it private.
Want to privatize Grinder?
I'm telling you, it's stuff like that, man. It's stuff like that. Those deals and stuff like that is always they'll make you money. And it's just like you
Y'all
just
finna
gotta
get
pay
Grinder
attention to
Plus,
it.
bro. That's crazy.
A fucking tier system. It was like, hey, you want to talk to politicians? We gotta pay the top tier. You want to get to
Jesus
Mike Johnson?
Christ.
That's top tier right there. You can't get that shit on the basic level. Basic level don't give you access to Mike Johnson. Top level though, you start fucking with the politicians and shit. You a high class Grinder affiliate now. If you at that regular basic level, nah, you gonna deal with the regular people.
Ooh, that James Liu dude also looks very Grinder user.
No, that's all.
I'm not
That's all they're
judging.
gonna do.
He's
That's all it is, man. And then they're gonna Grinder going private, Diddy going free. That's what's gonna get you into those exclusive Diddy parties right there. That Grinder Plus fucking bracket. But yeah, man, that's what it is with investing. It's not hard to invest. It's just like they like to scare people into it because the thing is they don't want people to make money. Because the thing
and
is
people
people
often
do that.
just say the bankruptcy stuff. Like they're like, oh, if you do that, like
Most people don't understand that bankruptcy sometimes helps people out more than it hurts them.
yeah, look at this man. He's bankrupted
Because the
six
thing is
times.
you just basically gonna keep when you're filing for bankruptcy. A lot of people file for bankruptcy, and what they do is that they stop paying the bills that they don't want to pay and they can't pay, but they keep paying the ones that they want to keep. So let's say I would have decided to file for bankruptcy and I wanted to keep my house. I could stop paying all my other shit, but I keep on paying my house payment. So I'll be bankrupt and I'll get all these other accounts taken off and it'll hurt my credit, but I'll keep my house.
But you got a house.
And then from there, if I start making enough money again, Now I got this extra money that I don't have to worry about these extra bills that it's going to. And that's how people do it. Oh yeah. And do that. When they give you the free stock, when you sign up with anybody's referral code, just sell that shit and buy something else with it. Invest more into those dividend stocks. So the more people you can get to invest into it, the more people you can get to sign up, the better. And it's just like certain things are gonna go up and certain things are just gonna go up. Certain things are gonna keep going up no matter what. The stock may go down for a bit. Like, look, if you were smart enough and invested in Facebook, that shit has gone up. Like, how much has Facebook gone up for the year? Bro, how my phone don't recognize me, bro?
Bro, I was telling you earlier, I was like, you look so weird without your beard, bro.
my face I tried to open up my phone with like face recognition and it said face not recognized. I was like, you better get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. You better open up my fucking
Something's
phone.
missing here.
It was like, yo, this ain't him. I was like, who the fuck is this guy? Who the fuck is this guy? But yeah, that's
But you look like 20
I know
years
this.
younger, bro.
Imagine it. If I already look young before, imagine. Can we imagine? No, but
Like
it's
fresh
just
out of
gonna
college, bro.
it's gonna help with my Halloween costume. It's gonna be my
Ooh,
Halloween
what you
costume.
finna do?
I'm gonna take it back. I don't know. Most people don't know. You might be too young for a soggy, but it's called Freakazoid. If y'all see the cartoon, just look up
I
Freakazoid.
feel
The
like
cartoon was only around for like 2
Okay, I'm
years.
back.
You look up the cartoon Freakazoid, and that's what I'm
What
gonna
do you
do.
know about Freakazoid? What the
He
hell?
said, "Oh, good. That's my Halloween costume, Vegas."
Okay.
Because look at how long my hair is. My hair is long.
Yeah. Like 3 times as long. Damn.
Most people. That's the thing. My hair grows up a lot, but
Mhm.
that guy. Yes, I know.
because my wife was gonna braid my hair, so she
Mhm.
straightened it out. But then something happened, so she couldn't braid it. So I just had my hair like straight up, and I was just like, "Bro, this
Mhm.
is perfect for Freakazoid." And I was just like hair,
That would
long
look
ass hair,
amazing,
just
dude.
fucking standing up. So
Either
that's what
that
I'm
or
gonna do.
Dr. Draken from Kim Possible.
Or that. Yeah. I was just looking up a whole bunch of shit because I showed up to my kids, and my kids were just like, "Why is your hair like that?" I was just like, "What? You don't like it?" My daughter this morning was just like, "You look weird." I was like,
She's just like, who the
you
hell is
gave your
this?
beard a haircut." I was just, that was the smallest one. But
She was
I
looking
was
at
just
you
like,
like, who the hell is this?
because I don't think she doesn't remember me. Because when I got out, she's
No.
4 now, going on 5. She doesn't remember me without a beard. My older one does. My
Hmm.
oldest two do. But this one, she was
Man,
just
I
like,
don't.
"You never seen."
Me neither.
That's why I knew most people were gonna be like, "Who the fuck is this? Am I on the right channel?" I was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
We
I
may
was
need to
just like,
screenshot this.
"Yeah, I ain't gonna see this a lot." I don't know how long I'll keep it. We'll see. Because I was gonna try to see get a haircut and at least fade the sides and see, but we'll see.
Hmm.
We'll see if barbers are available. Barbers ain't like it is in New York City, where I can get a cut all
Yeah.
the fucking time. Here it's fucking difficult.
So I'm doing Edward
Yeah.
Elric from Full Metal Alchemist, but I just realized he's got this weird setup in his shirt because he's got a shirt on, but under it he's got a jacket, and on top of that shit he's got the coat. So I'm gonna be hot as fuck.
Unless you get like
Yeah.
get a collared shirt to do it then, and act like the
Yeah,
jacket.
I ain't
You
dressed
still
up in
gonna
a
be hot as
costume in
shit
a
though.
long, long fucking
yeah, no.
time. I don't even know what ideas I got. Shit.
Yeah, but that's mostly it, man. That's what you gonna put that money in there, let it sit there.
Hmm.
Wait to see how much money you make after all the stupidity of Trump, and just
Oh man,
and literally,
cashing out in 2028.
nah, you ain't gonna cash out on it, but look at all the money you'll make. Because the thing is most of the time when there's turmoil like this, the stocks go up. But the thing is that people don't have the money to invest because these corporations are still going to be making record profit, raising all the prices because people are still going to
Mhm.
buy because people don't stop buying. So they're still going to go up. Their valuation is going to go up. And the thing is people ain't going to have money. What do you think the housing market is going to do the next few years? The housing market is not going to crash till probably after Donald Trump leaves, if it even crashes. Because right
The
now they
same way
just want to
Bush
make
did
it.
it.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, pretty soon you're never gonna be able to buy a car.
Because they just
Like,
gonna make it like that. You're not gonna be able to afford the shit, and then everything is gonna be so high priced that nobody can buy a home, and then it's gonna be like the lenders were bailing people out because there's not enough money coming in. Yeah, Jerome Powell's gonna be out. They're gonna put the shit down, but it's to sell more, and then they're gonna make it tough for you to even own it. Because the thing is even right now, even if the interest rate would have dropped back down to 2%, most people still can't buy a house because the shit is overpriced.
And then China and all the other countries are gonna be looking real motherfucking good.
all these all these corporations are just gonna keep on buying it up because they're gonna have the money for it. If a house that
Mhm.
was supposedly $300,000 is now fucking 500,000, and then you got an 8% interest, ain't nobody gonna buy that shit. But if the house
and
is
China
five
already
hundred
looking
thousand
good.
dollars and 2%, and you couldn't afford it with the 8%, you're not gonna still afford it and be comfortable with the 2%. It's still gonna be a
China's
five hundred
already
thousand
looking
dollar
good as
house.
hell. Like
I,
China built areas just for homeless people.
but that's the thing is the way China operates is that everybody listens in China.
Mhm.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yo, we building
We're
this
beating
fucking
you into
bridge.
submission.
We're building this bridge. I don't give a fuck who lives here. If you live here, we're gonna move you and we're gonna pay you and we're gonna put you somewhere else. But this bridge is being built here. And the whole country is making sure to send workers to build this bridge here. That's why they build shit so fucking quickly. It's not worrying
Mhm.
about, oh,
Hmm.
I gotta contract this company for the cement. I gotta contract that company for the foundation. I gotta contract this person for electrical. No, it's just like, hey, bro, do it. That's it.
The one and only thing we sold to China was
Gotta look
soybeans.
into that. Buy a
And this
house
man
with
was like,
S
nah, we
block,
don't need
buy
that shit.
equities with H block. I gotta look into
I can't
more on
believe
that,
that shit, bro.
Joshua.
The one and only thing we had China on us for the soybeans.
Mhm.
He's like, nah, give it to Argentina, bro. Fuck it.
But that's the thing. That's why they're trying to do it. That's why I think they're trying to do that whole thing with Argentina. Because the thing is, since they know China isn't buying from us anymore and they're buying from Argentina, now if we do a deal with Argentina, we're going to make it tougher for Argentina to sell it to China and raise the prices to China. Basically, a way of screwing China over regardless.
That's still gonna
Right.
blow up in our face. Well, in his face because
But
we
but
didn't
but that's
authorize
the
this shit.
that's the that's the thought process that most people don't understand. If that's what's happening, because basically China's going to Argentina to buy the soybeans. So now
Mhm.
we can just be like, look, we're gonna pay you to buy some of your beef, but we need you to increase the price on soybeans that you now selling to China. We're gonna cover what they don't want to buy anymore because we're gonna buy your beef now as a substitute. So that way we can try to get our farmers to have somebody to buy their soybeans. You see what I'm saying? It's
Mhm.
all a fucking strong arm maneuverability that he's trying to do that he thinks he's in the fucking mob, but he's dealing with fucking countries instead of people that just own a little bit of property or a little section of the thing. He's not realizing that you can't strong arm fucking countries as easily as strong arming fucking a person in a neighborhood. That's the thing. It's just like mob tactics basically. That's all he's doing. He's trying to do mob tactics that way.
And yet they put this dumbass back in.
Yeah, because the people they don't know that they think it's gonna work, and it's like mob fucking tactics to try to fucking maneuver their way to get shit done. Because it's just like, yo, if I strong arm you and I change the fucking thing, nah, beef from
Trump
Argentina
swears.
is good. Don't get that wrong. That's what people don't understand.
Trump
Argentina
swears he's
beef is
got.
fucking good. Argentina has some great fucking beef. Don't get it wrong. Argentina does have some good quality beef. And that's what people don't think. People think it's just like bad beef. No, Argentina has some good quality beef because you will eat Argentinian beef outside of the U.S. and not U.S.
Hmm.
beef. Because like places like Australia doesn't buy R. Yeah, top five. They're one of the highest produced beefs. And that's what people think. It's just like, oh my god, from Argentina it's trash. No, that shit is good. That shit doesn't have all the chemicals and all the shit that we put into ours.
Hmm.
That's the difference.
That's the
Because here
thing. They
you'll
like it
see.
with the chemicals. They don't miss the chemicals.
No, the thing is that a lot of times the chemicals is used is to just grow the fucking beef faster. It's
No,
like growth
por eso.
hormones,
I mean, like
basically.
MAGA will miss the chemicals. They're like, damn, I feel like this beef is missing something.
Like, this tastes weird. It was like, yeah, that's because it's
Why does it?
natural,
What doesn't it
dumbass.
taste like hydrochloric acid or something? I don't know.
He said, but that's the main point of it. But that's what I'm saying. It's
Hmm.
all a gimmick and all workarounds to all this shit. It's just like this isn't just happening just to happen. It was like they're doing shit and they have to do backyard deals and shit because it's not working for it. Right. Yeah, but that's the thing. If you do it that and you eliminate them, the thing is you start buying shit from them. Because the thing is China can buy soybeans from fucking Argentina, and so can we. If we get rid of our fucking soybeans, we can just buy it from Argentina, and then you remove all these farmers, you remove all that land, and now you have a fucking abundance of fucking land that you can start
Hmm.
building cities in. Didn't fucking isn't Elon building like a Tesla town or some shit
I think so.
in
What?
Texas? Yeah, he's building like a Texas town in Texas.
Hmm.
And then all
Oh
you
yeah,
gotta
some
do is you
Rocket
go,
City bullshit, some
and
shit
that's
like
all you
that.
do. Imagine all the fucking acres of land that these people have to build another fucking city that's just fucking Amazon.
Employees.
Amazon fucking land.
Yep.
Fucking Google land.
Did y'all ever
So
hear
now,
the
because
story
you gotta
about?
think about it like this, it's expensive as fuck to be in San Francisco.
Hmm.
Did you hear about the story about when Elon was asked by the UN to like make this agreement where he would like pay a certain amount of money to help with world hunger because he literally can, and he ghosted them?
Yeah.
You actually believed him?
Oh, we
That's the
knew he
thing. Did
wasn't
you
gonna
actually
do it.
believe him? You know these people. These people are not gonna do nothing unless they're gonna make money back from it.
Hmm.
If Elon would have said, "Hey, look, I'm gonna put $7 billion, but I will
That's
have a return of
literally
like 8,"
so
he would have
dumb.
thrown money like
Because
crazy.
like, imagine the clout, the infinite clout you would get from being the man who solved world hunger. You were fucking
Miss Darling, that's what they're going for. It's to make it
Yep.
so
bro would
that
have been on
these
every bro would have been on every
you
currency.
don't you don't think that that's the whole purpose of paying attention to all the things these people put in these bills, because the same thing we're
Hmm.
having 10 years of no fucking regulations from within the states on AI allows you to big those big companies and those big areas and those big cities where it's all AI written, so that way you can
Hmm.
start building a city that is covered by Palantirs, covered by nothing but fucking cameras, covered in that thing. And then the thing is like, hey, would you love to live in this area? The people that want to will start moving in. And then that's the testing ground for seeing how that shit works. It's a process. You got to do it with a
Hmm.
process. So basically, if you build one of these cities that's built like that, only the rich
Jesus.
are going to be able to live there because they're going to be like, look, we don't give a fuck if people are watching us. We got the money.
Hmm.
I can pay them for them not to watch me. But if you broke, you ain't paying nobody not to watch you if it's a city that's nothing but watching you.
And then it's like all those
Imagine living in
sci-fi horror
Palantir Town.
stories.
And then it just keeps on growing like that. You think Tesla doing that city and making its own city where they're gonna have their own lawyers, their own thing, their own way of running it is basically for them to run a corporation as they please. If hey, you're gonna work for us, we'll provide you with the house. But if we fire you, you're gonna be out in the street with shit.
Like Black Mirror or The Matrix.
This is Black Mirror, and that's the craziest part, bro. Motherfuckers are not gonna pay attention to Palantir until it starts measuring how much they shit and piss.
Hmm.
Like, enough piss for today. Like,
But
no, like,
that's what it that's what it is. But that's the thing. That's gonna take time.
Yeah.
That's not something that's gonna happen like overnight. It was just like they said 10 years for a reason. 10 years
hmm
without AI being restricted. Even if fucking Trump wins again, which he's not going to, the dude is gonna be dead
Hey
by
man.
then. He's not gonna survive that long.
uh, inshallah.
But that's how it is. It's gonna be you're gonna keep
Yep.
on going and you be able to do this. And with 10 years of not being able to say no, you can't build this AI city in this state. Because by
Hmm.
law, it's gonna say you can't restrict it.
Hmm. See,
See
people
how
don't
easy that
realize
is?
this is that Trump, even though he's a piece of shit and a bastard all of his own, he's really only a vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
He was just the easiest way for them to get what they wanted done. So once he's out of the way, that's it. They're like, okay, we already got what we need from him.
Mm-hmm. And then we can just continue without having any hesitation or resistance. Because the thing is they wanted somebody, oh, we wanted somebody different, somebody that isn't the same, somebody that isn't the same kind of politician, somebody that doesn't listen to the rules and breaks the fucking law. Because everybody else we had listens to the law and listens to everything that's going on and doesn't counter it, doesn't question it, doesn't say anything against it. So they needed somebody like that. Now, when you have all the fucking infrastructure broken down of all the policies and the law, whoever takes over next doesn't have to worry about fighting so much because by law they can do whatever the fuck they want. That's 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 all it is. It makes it that much easier to
Mhm.
just continue that because then the thing is the drop of use of it. But that's the thing with him, he's the talking point because all of MAGA is nut swallowing the whole time. So they swallow all those nuts and they accept everything that he's saying and they take it as fucking the truth and they continue to use that. And then once they do that, he's gonna pass away. Whoever wins the next election will win the next election. It'll still be under the same fucking process, and then the same thing is gonna happen. And it's just gonna be like, hey, if they already got rid of if marijuana users can't fucking own a weapon, that's simple to just say, well, alcohol users can't. Oh, well, you voted this way, so you may be part of Antifa. You notice how they can just try to start labeling people as Antifa? Then from there, I could say, hey, you can't own a gun because you're part of a terrorist organization without any fucking
Wasn't
proof.
the Supreme Court wasn't the Supreme Court ruling on whether if drug users
The
could own
it's
weapons?
supposed to be that one I spoke about it. It's supposed to be done in the beginning of next year. So they're supposed to look at the case at
Mm.
the beginning of next year, where it's basically they would try to restrict marijuana users from purchasing a weapon. But the thing is most of
Exactly.
MAGA.
We got
But that's the thing.
alcoholics.
MAGA doesn't have a problem with that because the thing is they're starting off with marijuana. That's the thing. MAGA doesn't understand that this is just gonna be the
Listen,
start of another
hmm
fucking snowball effect into
and that's
just
the
removing weapons.
and that's kind of crazy though, because like if they do rule that we can, I might be pulling up. I need to get me a piece.
Yeah,
That's
these are
what and
also the
that's
same people who have elected in people from hold on, pause, rewind real quick. These are the same people who elected in Congress members who just kept feeding them the same bullshit ass lies over and over, and then get shocked when, oh my God, this is happening. But you keep
mm-hmm.
voting them in. Like you voted in people like Virginia Fox, knowing you hate her, but you don't want to vote a Democrat in. So that's the only reason why you keep doing that.
And then that's the thing, all the bullshit that they keep pulling, like right now, it's easy to just keep on saying, oh, the Democrats are shutting the government down. Because that's why they want to push that rhetoric, because they want to make it that being a Democrat is evil. They want to make it
hmm
that being a Democrat is wrong. Because then once they do that, and they can get the Supreme Court to be like, hey, marijuana users is bad. Oh, well, you voted Democrat, so you're anti-American, so you don't have the Second Amendment right because you're anti-American. See how easy
hmm
that is?
Yep. And that's why the guy who y'all should know him as like a official empathy tour. That's his name. He's running as an
Who?
independent. I'm
I was
trying to
just like,
remember his like actual name, but
Yo,
he's the
how
guy
you
who
feeling
says
about the
like,
New York
"Hey, please
Rays?
don't scroll. I'm not MAGA and I have a soul."
oh, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
I've seen
dude.
that
Him.
guy. That's
Yep,
what it
he's
is,
running
and people
against
don't
Virginia
understand
Fox.
that. It's just a method to just continue the steps because you have to break down the steps slowly. You just can't be like, "Hey, we're gonna restrict guns," because
Hmm.
MAGA would lose their shit. Even though they wouldn't say nothing, they would still lose their shit. But if you tell them, "Hey, there's more accidents and more deaths that have been caused by drunk weapon users than there is," oh, David Clayton is his name. Thank you, Lizette. There's more violence that happens with a drunk weapon holder than there is a marijuana weapon holder. But the thing is
Amen.
if you start labeling it in a certain way, you can start chipping away at the law. The same way taking away at the Civil Rights Act thing. You start chipping away
Hmm.
at the thing, then the last thing you don't have anything but the last thing that's there.
Yep.
And it's just like you keep on chipping away at it so you can chip away at the Second Amendment by saying, hey, you're a marijuana user, we're gonna stop you from having weapons because you use marijuana. Even though in
But
some
you,
states it's legal to use marijuana, but in other states that it's not legal and it's still restricted, then you wouldn't be able to do it. So then basically in certain states, because the thing is most Republicans and most MAGA are not marijuana users. A lot of marijuana users
hmm
tend to be where? In democratic cities. You see, it's just all tied in like that, and that's how they put the shit together. But people don't associate it, and MAGA's not looking at it like that because it's just like, oh, that's not a problem. I was just like, I'm gonna still
hmm
have this. I'm gonna still have no. It's just like you're gonna lose your fucking ability to have a weapon because then they can restrict it as much as they want, and they can just start making shit up. Because look, I
Hmm.
would be considered an anti-fascist right now.
Yep. Same.
Anybody that says, "Oh, we don't like these people doing all this stuff," anti-fascist.
Yep.
A lot of people drink alcohol. If you start saying, "Hey, if you drink alcohol and you can't do it, and you've been
are
deemed
you
an alcoholic," people
Antifa?
remove it. Yep, and that's it. You Antifa, well, you can't own a gun. We don't feel safe with you having a gun because you might start an uprising, which is the whole point of the Second
Hmm.
fucking Amendment, mind you.
But
It's just like,
we didn't do that last time.
but that's the thing. They don't care because the thing is
Yep.
it's remember it's always their racism is gonna be expensive because they're gonna
Right.
make it like the same thing as just like look at the fact that you want to get rid of all these immigrants, but all these farmers is hurting. They thought it wasn't gonna affect them and they voted for it. The same way they'll vote for marijuana users not being able to have weapons, not realizing that it's gonna deter them from having weapons down the road also.
Mm.
That's what people don't understand. That's what people don't realize. It's just a slow concept of doing it, but people need to realize these things because that's what they want to do. Because that's why I say right now everybody should be going to purchase a weapon. Just go purchase one. It's your right. Before they start putting restrictions on it, you better get your right. Because once
You
they
get
put
your
that
passport
restriction, it's
too.
not going to. Yep, it's going. They're going to stop it. And then it was just like, oh, Soggy, I heard you garden. Sorry, we can't buy one. So what you
Hmm.
mean? I was just like, well, you're gonna need to provide a blood sample. And I'm like, bitch, if you don't get out my face, I was like, because you know
Yep.
it's gonna be some outlandish shit. It was like, how do you know I'm a marijuana user? Well, you're gonna have to give
Hmm.
a pee test, and we're gonna have to test it, and that's gonna be the waiting period. It was like, bro, just give me my damn weapon and get out my face. But people don't see it like that because it's like they wouldn't do that. The same people that said they wouldn't take away Medicaid or Medicare, are the same ones taking away
Hmm.
Medicaid and Medicare.
Hmm.
Because all they cared about was that as long as the people that they didn't like got affected by it,
Mm-hmm.
then who cares?
It was like you seen how Caroline Levitt was on her bullshit talk about look, these 9 people were receiving Medicaid benefits. I was like,
Look, that
bitch, I thought y'all was
49-year-old
saying
going, oh wait, 29-year-old going on 50. My bad. I forgot. Let
she
me
aging
make sure I get it
fast.
right.
She aging
But
Hmm.
even
fast.
so, we going crazy over 9 people.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they tried to highlight. It like, oh, 9 people were doing this. It was just like, okay. I thought y'all were saying that they were draining all the resources from Medicaid.
Right?
Nine
Mm-hmm.
people weren't doing that.
I
So
thought
you
it was
mean to
like a
tell me
million billion people.
the thing I don't understand is why didn't Doge find this?
Mm. I don't think they're operating anymore.
No, but they were operating before. Doge went through them and didn't find anything. He found John Smith and
Not a damn thing.
Pocahontas collecting social security checks, but he didn't find none of this shit. So it's just like
Mhm.
those checks in the mail any day now. You know, is that they prioritize and they trying to they're trying to buy out, they trying to privatize the fucking USPS. So that's why it's taking some time for your Doge check to get there. But it's okay. You'll get there. You'll get there. Yeah, but look, the same thing with the 10 trans athletes. It was like they're taking over fucking women's sports. This is
Bruh.
crazy. They're taking over women's sports. And I'm just like, what professional league has they infiltrated? Just what professional anything has a trans athlete? Because you got mad because a fucking female was boxing against other females, but y'all heard she was a male, but she was a female. You ever remember that story about the boxer? And then they
Iman
proved
Khalif.
by testing her, yeah. And they proved and tested that she was a female. And it was just that Italian chick was just a bitch. That she had complained multiple
Crazy.
other times in other fights because she was getting her ass whooped. She was like, it
Crazy.
felt like I got hit with a man. Yeah, because you don't know how to block, bitch. That's the difference. It's boxing, not be a fucking punching bag.
Now stand there.
Yeah, it would feel like if a woman hit me and hit me hard, it feel like she hit like a man too if I just sat there and just fucking ate it.
Um,
Tell her, imagine.
we have a pandemic of bitches, bro.
that's,
It's a bitch outbreak. I'm sick of it.
You better
that's the
trademark that.
crazy thing. You should. You definitely did. I'm about to trademark my fucking squirrel shirt.
You better.
That's why I made that picture. I got that picture. I just need to. I'm gonna
Hmm.
save it. Then I'm gonna put some wording. I just need to think of the wording.
Shoot. Right now, we got an election going on in my state for governor, lieutenant governor, and attorney general. And the current attorney
Virginia, right?
general is, yeah,
Yeah.
right up in Virginia. And the current one is joining this like gang of girls just to sue Roanoke University, I believe, because they have one trans athlete on the team. And yes, they are all white.
But that shit is crazy to me. Like you making it like there. I don't
Hmm.
even know what to. I don't even know what to say. That shit is just. It's just beyond stupid now. It's just like you mad at one trans athlete. I was
Hmm.
like, bro, she gonna play, and then after that, she's gonna be gone, and you ain't gonna have that no more.
Right.
Then,
And I
then, then what
read the
Can't
little
happens?
wait.
suit.
Then what happens? You gonna make a whole law for one person, but then when another person does some crazy other shit, you don't make no
Hmm.
laws for it. I was like, when you got black students getting hung by trees in your state, you don't make no law for that. But the one trans
Hmm.
athlete, that's where they cross the fucking line. They
Right.
cross the line with the athlete. But with the hanging of a
Hmm.
person in your school or in your state, that's not a one-time thing. That's happened. Like, come on, man.
Lady Justice has a blindfold on, and it
The
sucks,
thing
bro.
is the thing is user is just like you can reverse these laws. The thing is you can reverse them. The reason is that's why they're trying to do all this gerrymandering. Because the thing is all that they're doing right now during this Trump administration that they're getting away with, they know it can be reversed and they know they can be replaced and rescinded and removed. The thing is that that's why they're trying to gerrymander their states so that way they know they're not going to be popular this midterm election. So they're trying to make it that
Hmm.
they still have more power state-wise instead of federal-wise. Because most people keep forgetting that at the federal level you have your representation, and then you have it at the
Hmm.
state level too. It doesn't matter at the federal level because the federal level is the one we know as Congress, but the state level is still going to be Republican mostly. So even if it's a Democratic winning at the state level, at the federal level, at the state level, they're going to have nothing but Republicans still running it. And that's what they're going off of. Because then the thing is then whatever law they put in cannot be reversed or removed because the state legislature is not going to allow it because they're overrun by Republicans. That's why they're trying to
Mhm.
gerrymander the whole thing. They're trying to play it as, and that's what I realized that a lot of them are trying to play it as it's just like, oh, we're trying to get more House seats in the Senate or in the House. No, that's not all
Mm.
they're trying to do. They're trying to do that, but they're trying to make sure that in the state, they have those seats also. Because if
Mhm.
you remove all those Democratic seats from the state, then you really have no Democrats in the state to say anything or to go against them.
Yep.
They're trying to push it as, oh, this is at the Congress level. We'll get more seats in the House. Yeah, that's the bullshit that people are being told because that's what they want to make it seem like. But no, they want to rig it so that way in their state, they are dominating. And that's what people ain't paying attention to it. It's not, these people don't tell you straight up what they doing. When they tell you they straight up doing something, they full of shit.
Mhm.
That's it. When they tell you, yo, we're doing this, start looking at the other things that benefit them to work. Because they're not going to be doing something. What's up, BK? They're not doing shit just to do shit. They're doing shit because it's going to benefit them in the long run. It's not the short run. Because, yeah, the House of Representatives, how much shit do these people get done when you got Mike Johnson telling people to go off for a week or two and not do no work? But you notice how the state legislation is still passing stupid ass bills. In Texas, with the whole abortion thing, that didn't come from the representatives in Congress. That came from the state representatives that were Republican. You notice that, right? Or most people don't notice that. All those state laws come from the states. That's why they're trying to gerrymander the states so that they
Mhm.
have less Democratic votes and they get absolved into those Republican districts so that they can't do. Because then they know it's like shit. For us to lose, this whole district has to go blue. And the chances of a whole district going blue, these Republicans need to fuck up royally, which they're already doing, but they got to fuck up bad for some of these MAGA nut swallowers to actually be like, you know what? We voting blue. And you already know how difficult it is with some of these nut swallowers to even get them to rationalize when you show their ignorance. So imagine them doing that, but now the people that would have voted blue are counted in a district that predominantly is red. That's why they do the gerrymandering. It's not to fucking get more people in the house. It's to get more control over the state. Because if they control the state, it's a different. It's a federalism. You got the state level and you got the federal level. If you control the state level at a higher rate, you do more damage than you do at the federal level. Because
Yep.
look at
Because they know their
marijuana.
politics are flowing.
Hmm.
They
Look
already
at.
know people are sick of their shit.
Hmm. So they got to try to make it that it's just like, hey, we know these Democratic districts are gonna vote blue regardless. But if we put them
Mhm.
into a district that's mostly red, now those votes will not be popular enough to beat the Republican district. If they stand alone, they get one representative. But if we put them into a district that is already
And you know
red,
what's my problem with this shit, Cruz? All of this like makes perfect sense when you explain it, but like it really just sounds like a fucking evil cartoon character's like fucking plan. And then I'm gonna take over the district, and
but
they'll never have like
that's the thing. It
what the
is.
fuck.
The thing is the difference between those cartoon characters and these people is that in the cartoons they always tell you the secret plan.
It sounds like Doofenshmirtz, bro. It's like I'll take over the
In
tri-state
every
area. Like
cartoon and every movie, you always have the evil guy tell you exactly what he's gonna fucking do, and that's how the good guys end up defeating him. If the fucking bad guys would have just shut the fuck up, you wouldn't know what the fuck was happening. A great movie that does that is have you seen The Watchmen?
mm,
Watch The Watchmen again if you haven't, and see how the main dude that was doing everything did it, but he didn't say nothing. He didn't expose his master plan, and he just let people fall into the plan.
Yeah.
That's all it is here. Everybody's falling into the plan because it's just like, hey, we're making it that Democrats look so bad because they're shutting down government. Look, they're not passing the bills. They don't want to pay our military, even though it was a Democrat that first put a standalone bill to pay the military was made by a Democrat first. But they don't mention that. And now they tried to put one in as a Republican, and the Senate said no. So now they're trying to blame it on the Democrats, even though a Democrat was the one that made that bill first, and they said no to it because House Representative Mike Johnson didn't want to do it.
So they submitted the same bill.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing because it was a Democrat that submitted it first in the first week of this fucking thing when it was about to be the 15th. When it was a week prior to the 15th, a Democratic representative, I can't remember what it was, they proposed a standalone bill that would have been separate that would have ensured that our service members got paid. And Republicans was like, no, we're not voting on anything. We're going on recess, this, and that. And now all of a sudden, when we're on what, week 3 of the fucking thing, they were like, oh, we're
We're about
putting
to
a
enter
bill,
it.
and the Democrats decided to vote against it. But that's all Republicans are gonna hear, but because the Republicans ain't gonna say that the Democrats pushed this first. They're just gonna be like, we just pushed it and they said no. Because they're just trying to paint them so bad, because the thing is they don't have no other recourse to show that they're gonna screw so many people over. So they have to keep on building the rhetoric that they shut down the government. You have every single fucking agency now pushing a fucking 1950s white person showing that this is what America wants. Fighting for America. You seen all them fucking pictures?
Yeah, bro.
That's all it is, so that they try to push it. Because the thing is they are still trying to cater to all these old fucking boomers that are too stupid to realize. And then you have old dumbass boomers, you got the old fucking dumbass millennials, and you got this new generation that's fucking following dumbass Charlie Kirk. And you keep on pushing the same rhetoric. Next midterm elections, they're gonna try to
Bro,
run
they're
off of
trying to
all this
bring that
bullshit.
bullshit here to Puerto Rico. That can't even.
That's what they're trying to do, but people don't understand that.
But you
They're
know what's
trying
the?
to
But you
push
know
the
what's the
stupidity.
craziest part? I don't know. I don't know how the. I don't know how the fuck the thought process of these people work, because they chose out of anybody to represent Turning Point Puerto Rico. They chose the governor that we kicked out of Puerto Rico.
It's the stupidity. Look at New York City. New York City, the fucking candidate, one of the candidates is the fucking governor that got kicked out for fucking sexually harassing employees.
Oh my god.
Cuomo. Cuomo was the governor of the state of New York. And he had to
Bruh.
resign because of the accusations and basically the shit that happened with him fucking sexually harassing a lot of women in the job place. He had to resign. So you mean to
And
tell
then
me
he's
he had
running
to
again.
resign and he's running now for mayor? Can't make this shit
Bruh.
up, bro. There's like people don't care. The thing is that people don't understand because the thing is all they do is talk money, and the people that have the money are the people that are gonna keep on pushing these advertisements. They keep on pushing these fucking commercials. They keep on doing all the sponsoring. They're the ones that are paying for the billboards. They're the ones that are paying for all the signs. It's all these people that stand to benefit with Cuomo as mayor. They don't want Mom Donnie because of the fact that damn, ain't none of these fucking people gonna move out of New York. Matter of fact, if they move out, it makes it cheaper for New York. That's all it is. They just want to threaten. They're just like, you'll have all these billionaires leave. Bitch, most of these billionaires don't even live in New York in the first place. They just have a penthouse in the fucking city. They live in their
But
big
doesn't
ass
that
house
raise
somewhere
prices?
else. Yeah, it does. But the thing is if they move out and the cost of living doesn't keep on going up because they don't push it up, it gets more affordable. Because the reason that fucking $7 million penthouse is $7 million is because a fucking rich person came and made it $7 million. Ain't no regular day person trying to live in no $7 million condo. They can't afford that shit. They working. Most of these people don't live there. They say, oh, billionaires are gonna leave. No, y'all not. Because it's still New York City. is still the fucking financial fucking market of the whole fucking world, basically. Still got the fucking shopping district, still got the fucking Soho district, you still got the financial district, you still got all those places. People ain't just gonna up and leave. It's just a threat. It was just like, oh my God, you're gonna miss out on so much money. Okay, so y'all gonna stop making money in New York too? No. You think they just gonna up it? That's the same way as these corporations is just like, oh, these tariffs have been so bad, we're gonna leave China. Which one of them has left? Look at what all the tariffs that they put on China. How many of these corporations said we leaving? It's the same bullshit, but people fall for it. Oh my God, they're gonna leave. No, the fuck they're not. Because if you mean to tell me that the
As a
tariffs
matter,
went up like 100, how much percent are we at with China
as
right
a
now?
matter of fact, one company tried to stay, and then they went and kicked them out and got them into more trouble. Remember Hyundai?
Mm-hmm. Where the fuck
So
is my beach
sometimes
at?
I'm like, what do you even want?
The
Because
thing is
like,
that thing. It's simple to answer that, Sagi. They just want more money. Because the thing
but why did
is
they
with
kick out the people
Cuomo,
that were gonna give them more money?
but that's the thing because they didn't realize it because they were being racist. That's the difference.
Exactly.
That's the difference. There, in that case in point, they were being racist. In New York City, billionaires don't give a shit because the thing is, if they know Cuomo's in there, Cuomo's gonna make it that things get more expensive, so that those people that aren't super rich start moving out of Manhattan. If you can't
Yeah.
afford to live in because look at that. When he was telling Mom Donnie, it was just like that he pays $2,300 in rent, and he was talking to him like he was poor.
Dude, when he said that shit, it's like, oh, he talks like a poor person. And then he goes like, oh, well, bro, that was insane.
He
Yeah,
forgot
thanks
who
for that.
actually has to vote for him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
Mondani speak. No, because he calls him the assembly. What the fuck does that even mean, bro?
that's
The
all it is, bro.
assemblyman.
That's all it is, and that's what it is. It's just like they're
Hmm.
just gonna make it that way because it's like you make him look bad. It was just like, bro, you telling me 2,300 is, bro. Tell anybody in the country that they paying $2,300 for rent. They lose their fucking minds.
Bro.
And that's what people, and
Even
he's
down
doing
here in
that in
VA,
it,
2,300 is like, what the fuck?
bro, he's doing that in a rent stabilized place.
Bro, they're
And he's
doing this
paying
crazy. So
2,300.
the power company here is, I don't know what it is. I really hope it's like clerical issues, but like they started charging people. I saw this in the news. They charged this dude $184,000 for power.
Mm.
I was like,
That might be
were
my
you
state.
like,
I'm not sure.
were you powering the Navy? What was going on?
Yeah, you powering that Amazon fucking building.
Yeah,
Mm.
like
I said,
a
Galaxy
hundred
says,
and
continue to
eighty-four
educate Cruz. You
thousand
have a lot of
dollars.
knowledge and understanding. Galaxy, I just wish I would be pushed out to more people. That's it. I wish TikTok would push it out to more people so I could continue to educate people. I appreciate that though.
It just
You
makes
pretty
sense,
much
bro.
just have
You
to
make too much
spam MAGA
sense.
like every 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it gets tiring to deal with MAGA because the thing is then I can't have these
Look,
conversations.
Cruz, I
Hmm.
bet you if you start saying some crazy MAGA shit, you
Yeah,
probably get
they'll
more
start popping up,
engagement. Let's start talking.
but
Yo, so the sky is a lie and the earth is flat. So that you know that the earth, when the earth was made, he made it into
MAGA
a
told
firmament, right?
me that we revolve around the sun. And I just need MAGA to explain that for me.
Dude,
No, I don't. That's the thing. It's
that's
just like you do
crazy.
that. It's just like they do that, but that's the thing. It's just like there's a lot of shit that people don't. I just, like I said, I just think differently, but I see things the way they are. Because the thing is when you're dealing with people that are full of shit, you got to start looking at the underlying truth that they're trying to tell you. Because they're telling you what they want to do. They're just not being upfront about it. So you have to understand that they're not being upfront about these things. The thing is most of the shit that I come up with and think of, I wish I could make it. I wish I should start recording these because I do anyway because it's on YouTube. But actually taking snippets of it and actually pushing those out as my videos. I just don't got the time to be
Dude,
doing
yeah,
that
no,
shit.
definitely.
Because
Matter
all
of
this
fact,
thought process is just like, man, it's all that people actually, yeah, man, people. It's just like that's what I gotta do. Because the thing is people don't understand that, and it's just simple shit. It was just like I've dealt with people that are full of shit. That's a New York City trait. You learn to deal with people when they full of shit. You understand that when people come at you, it's just like, all right, bro, what does this person want? And I was like, you coming to talk to me for a reason. There's something. And I was just like, hey, you full of, see another person, you shaved. It was just like, you start seeing that people are full of shit. And you start seeing that they full of shit. And you see that. And the thing is I start understanding people a lot easier when I know you full of shit. Because when you, it was just like, who was it that said it? I think DMX was said that at one point. He was like, a snake is going to be snake. They showed
but
you
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 gotta
was
say it
going to
in the
be a
DMX
snake.
voice.
I can't do it. I can't do that. That
Well,
was.
snake is
It was like a snake is a snake.
snake's gonna be a snake.
They showed you who their true selves were. You just wanted to try to see them as not a snake. But they were a snake and they told you they were a snake. They showed you were a snake. You just wanted to see them as a fucking dog. That's your problem. They showed you who they really are. And with these people, you got to see who they really are. Donald Trump is full of shit. Stephen Miller
It's like
full
the
of
story
shit.
of the
The
frog
thing
and the
is
scorpion.
mhm,
The
they're gonna
story of the
tell
frog
you.
and the scorpion. You
They're
don't know
gonna
that
tell
one?
you that. That one I don't know. I don't know that one.
I think sometimes they replace it like with a turtle and a scorpion, but basically it's like the scorpion basically get taken across the river, and the frog or the turtle's like, "You ain't gonna sting me, are you?" He's like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." Halfway through, yeah, he stung him.
So yeah, I understand. Yeah, I've heard a version of that. But that's what it is.
Hmm.
They're telling you what they're gonna do. They're just not gonna tell you right up front. They're not gonna tell you which one of these racist people tells you up front I'm racist.
Right.
These motherfuckers been racist their whole lives. Which one of them has actually come up to you and said I'm racist and started the conversation that way?
Hmm.
Not any of them. But then you start hearing all they got to say, and it was just like, oh, you just don't have the truthfulness in you to say you racist, but you're gonna blame it
Hmm.
and associate it with everything else to try to make it seem like you mad at something else when in actuality you racist. And that's the thing. These people are telling you what they want to do. They want to change this. They want to do that. Oh, we want to input this. We want to input that. They're doing that because they want to make it and change it so that they facilitate the way they're doing it. But they're not going to tell you up front because they know more people are going to have a problem with it than when they agreed. All these dumbass people are going to agree with the stupidity that they're stating instead of actually paying attention to the truth that they're trying to hide behind what they're saying. Oh, just like look at Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson is the plain fucking example of a fucking come mierda. That's what he is.
Boom.
Everybody knows he's full
I'm
of shit.
sorry.
Everybody knows he's full of shit. But the thing is most people don't know how to interact and read into what his bullshit is. So they take it as what he says. And most of MAGA doesn't have any critical thinking. So they don't know how to think and read in between the lies of what he's saying. Because he calls his own Republican Party out most of the time throughout his speech. But he just twists it in a way that says Democrats. But most people don't acknowledge that. That's the thing.
What happened to that black boy you adopted?
Who?
I don't know.
Mike Johnson. Years ago, he and his wife
I
wanted
really
the
don't
fact
know.
that they adopted a young black kid who
What
mysteriously
the fuck?
disappeared. So let's add that to a list of
I
shit
don't.
that we need to go
That I
ahead and
don't know.
Yo,
reground.
that was not on my bingo card. I did not know about this. I did not know about this Mike Jansen lore.
Hmm.
That's the thing. That's the
What the
they're at a
fuck?
bro.
That
There's
and
a
the
lot of
burger
shit
stuff.
that doesn't. There's a lot of shit that they hide that they don't want you to see. That's what I say. If you got the money, you got the power, you can make shit look like
Hmm.
it never happened. Yeah, Mike Johnson
Hmm.
adopted a fucking kid, a 15-year-old kid. Never heard of him, never seen him. I never seen a family picture of this dude with his family.
Hmm.
I gotta look that up. Hold up.
That's all it is. I don't even know what Blossom is, Joshua. Okay. Blossom Social. Well, when I clicked on it, it said that the site is suspicious.
I'm not
Mm.
looking that up right now.
Oh, it's like a Discord kind of thing. Looks like. Let me
Oh,
see.
Mike
That's
Johnson's adopted son.
Oh, but it deals with the market. Okay. Oh. So it's like a trading thing, so that basically people can see what other people are trading and how they're trading. Okay. I'll look into that. I'll look into that. But all right, y'all. I'm a let's see your
That's
birthday on
crazy.
time. Okay.
There's not one family photo of this man.
hmm
You see, that's what I'm saying. That's the crazy part. That's why it's interesting.
oh, y'all
That's
hearing stuff
that's
in the background. I'm back
nah,
inside.
it's all good. It's all good. So I'm about to head out. Gotta do. Kids is off of school, so I'm gonna do some shit. I gotta make some phone calls too. But I'll definitely check that out, Joshua. I'll definitely go into there and check that out. But yeah, if anything, like I said, simple investing. Start small. Just keep doing it. Don't touch the money. Forget about the money. If you can, just put a fucking automatic. You can put it that it automatically invests into that stock weekly. So you can literally put it that it takes from your account, so you don't even have to worry about it. If you know $10 a week is what you're doing, $10 a week to your fucking trade or to your whatever the stock is, and you just do it that way, and you keep on doing it, and you do it that way, and it'll be 10 times easier. But as always, I
I need to start
appreciate
upping
y'all.
mine to 50.
Be good to one another. Take care of one another. Look out for one another. Love one another. Stay marvelous while doing it, y'all. I'm just Cruz. I'll catch you on the next one. Yep, set up automatic limit
Peace,
orders
y'all.
too. That's something, Joshua, that people gotta. That's something that they gotta be taught when it comes to like the limit orders, stop orders, and all that stuff. That's something that they gotta learn a bit more as, so that they understand like, hey, this is how much I want to lose, how much I'm willing to lose, type stuff. But just look into it. You learn those things. It's a great time to. It's always a great time to invest. It's just making sure you learn the discipline to keep your money, let it grow on itself, and then down the road, it's money that you can pass down to your next generation. That's how these people do it. They just pass down the money to the next generation so that they don't have to go through the same struggle you did. And once you understand that, life changes for your family. So appreciate y'all. Y'all be good. Peace.
Peace.
Yeesh.
All right, YouTube. Appreciate y'all as always. Appreciate everybody that's been tuning in on YouTube. I appreciate y'all. Um, RC, Joy, thank you for showing up. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one. Peace.